Hey everybody, and welcome to D4, where I, Devin.
And I, Dustin, co-DM a 5th edition game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
Yes. Once more into the fray, dear friends. This is your last chance, at least for now, to become the master of dungeons far and wide, new and old, to D&D and beyond. The power is just beyond your grasp, but do not let this chance to rule over the realms of your world slip through your fingers. Enter hashtag Beyond tonight into your chance to win a digital copy of the Dungeon Master's Guide from D&D Beyond to begin your world building today.
That's right. To enter, make sure you are in the RockPunch ATL's Twitch channel and enter the hashtags in the chat. Remember to only enter once so you're not disqualified. However, also remember that subscribers and Twitch Prime subscribers are 3 times more likely to win. We'll do a reminder at break and the drawing at the end of the episode, where we'll message you here on Twitch to get your information and get you your prize.
We want to say a happy birthday to our lovely goblin Katie, who plays Seisha Valispard, as her birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
And we are also happy to announce that we will have Critical Bard, Omega Jones, joining us on the 17th.
Yep, on the 17th. And so we're happy to have him join us, and we can't wait for you to meet their character.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm super stoked.
Still is here from our sponsors.
So, as you well heard from the previous people who are also letting you know that D&D Beyond has a DM guide, I thought I'm going to share a few tips and tricks that I've learned over DMing, and I want to share with you 5 quick things that I think personally can improve your game. So we'll start with number 1, punch contest for realsies. Every attack must be made physically against an opponent. This ensures that your people will be in shape, they'll be quick, and they'll be nimble. It also gives you the realism of an actual battle. Feel free to model your monsters off of ex-girlfriends and your players' mothers. I think this releases a lot of built-up tension, and fantasy is good for that. Roll for taking steps. Like every time your party takes a step, just have them roll for it. I think adding a tripping mechanic into it, and people like rolling dice, so rolling for every single step that you take I think would be a great deal of fun. Create a stat called Fantabulous. It applies to random things like talking to dogs, swimming, or bears, just general bears. And consult with your player's personal psychologist to implement their worst fears and anxieties into goblin form. The survivor's remorse goblin, the narcissist goblin, the I'm not comfortable talking about my dad yet goblin. Those things can be implemented into the story. However, if you would like a professional with that, think about buying the DM book from D&D Beyond. As you just talked about, you'll be able to buy one here, or we'll continue on with this a little bit, and then maybe you can make a game that's, got actual stakes and rights to it. We'll see.
I don't want to play that game.
How are you going to follow that one up? You can't talk
There's only one way I can follow up on that, and that is to say delicious sweet milk.
Ooh.
Take a drink. For those of you who were watching last night on Beetle and Grimm's stream, you know what that means. For those of you who weren't, you missed an amazing game that was super fun. I had an absolute blast. A drinking game evolved around it. It was wonderful. Beetle and Grimm's puts on fabulous things every time they go in to do anything. And you can check out their website for absolutely amazing things that they have there, like the Silver Edition box for Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, which has a ton of the cool stuff from the Platinum Edition. You can get all sorts of shirts, like the Schrodinger's Cat Platinum Edition box. Maybe the shirts are there, maybe they're sold out, maybe they're both. You can only know if you go to their website and check it out. That's beetleandgrims.com.
I'm still stuck on the goblins.
I know, right? Although I feel a little offended on a personal level that the goblins are the bad guys. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. Like, maybe the survivor's remorse goblin can help you deal with a bunch of...
Man, my joke is just gonna fall so flat compared to those guns. Take a look at these guns. These right here.
Ooh.
Not really too impressive yet. Logan, can we get a flex real quick? Just a quick one. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. How are you going to compare to that if you want your characters to look like that?
then you need to check out Eldritch Foundry for the best minis possible, because they just included some new sliders on there for shoulder width, arm muscles, leg muscles, head size. Okay, that's good. And head size. So do you have an egghead character? You have arms the size of watermelons, but shoulders the size of pecans. That's up to you. It's entirely up to you, whatever you want to do with Eldritch Foundry. Check out the new sliders. They're live on the creator now. Best minis you can get for your table, Eldritch Foundry.
Hey you. Yeah, you're looking like you need to build up some muscles. You look like you need to work out. You look like you got to go punch things to work out because you let yourself go in quarantine and you ate too many Hot Pockets, even though you bought a lot of produce and you were like, that's my excuse for buying all these Hot Pockets is the fact that I bought all this produce and you're just crapping on yourself and letting that produce spoil and eating all the Hot Pockets. Well, you know what you gotta do to work out? You gotta punch. You gotta punch rocks. Yep, builds character. Breaks your hands. You gotta wait for those hands to heal. Makes your bones stronger. Punch the rocks. Punch all of them. If you don't want to do that, well, fine. I guess sit without your new rock punch muscles and instead work out your brain. How are you going to work them out? Well, the answer is weirdly still the same. Rock punch. Yep, instead of punching rocks, you're rock and punch. So you rock punch with Perzel Thurzel, with the brain teasers, the puzzles. Yep, your brain. Your brain needs them, and you're going to work out with it. Also, you need to chill out. You need to relax after you work out your brain that hard with the rock punches. So you're going to watch Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is really relaxing. It's basically therapy. It is therapy. Rock Punch, ATL.
Why does it always sound like a Rick and Morty commercial?
The only thing I know how to do.
And without endorsing Logan's and Cadkin's satirical and toxic rules and advice, let us immerse ourselves into the chronicles
Of D4. And we're back. So, last time on Divine Discovering Dreams and Dicks, V and Renair start off by heading on a private date. They first stop by the Southern Ward for an eclectic cultural blend of Asian Mexican fusion food before heading to the Gentle Rest stables to rent horses for them to take a stroll outside of the city. One of the rentals was their dear old friend Monty, the talking dapple gray Harper horse. Once they acquired their equestrians, they then left outside Waterdeep as V recounted the adventures in the dog book where the party scaled a massive mountain in an icy tundra where they rescued not only a princess, but a creature known as Gil the Rimmeraz. Eventually, they arrive at Bellabranta Villa, the noble family known for breeding, raising, and training the griffins for the city's aerial guard. Also, one of the families that bought a Nimblewright from the Commodore Zord for their daughter, Anastasia. Through some easy negotiations between noble families, the two lovebirds wrangle up a pair of stallion griffins that need more training and breaking in before they are sold to the city.
Over the course of the date, V gains insight into Renair's past of his relationship with his mother, his father, and how he left the noble life to become an adventurer, befriending Maloon Wardragon and Vajra the Blackstaff before she was the Blackstaff in a group called the Moonstars. However, disaster struck as a remnant from the Rage of Demons plot from a few years ago comes out of the abyss from the ground below. With a screech, the vulture demon known as a Varrock stuns Renair as it then tears into him, shredding his back. V, in a rage, summons her ancestors to help as she flies in to save him. Unaccustomed to aerial combat, Renair struggles as he is attacked and poisoned, but with the aid of V and her ethereal ancestors, they are able to ward him from further harm. After the fight, the two return the griffins unharmed and return back into the city to get healed and find a private area in the Friendly Flounder Tavern to have deep discussions about friendship and trust. While they are out, the party splits with Harold going out disguised to do some reconnaissance on how to further his Red Wing diversion to undermine Manchun. In this, he learns about Thon, wine shipment, which is most likely a shipment for the Zentarum, and the Blood and Fortune Pits tournament, both happening on the 16th of Flamer Rule.
Ridley and Seisha make their way to the font to research about the deities of death, both Kelemvor and Jurgal. Learning everything they could there, they are suggested to visit the parish of Lionsbane to speak with Doom Guider Conrad and Yowen, who works for Carrion's Carriage. And they're to talk to them about what it means to actually be a devout of the dead. In their visit, they come upon a wake of bodies that have been twisted by the effects of harrow dust into an aberrant mutation of eyes and mouths across the entirety of the body. Seisha, seeking out Yoan, discovers her first other Aasimar as he lets her know how her bloodline works, and that their form takes on the visage of the celestial that blessed the bloodline.
Vaas enjoys a simple night alone and begins crafting his next healing potion, knowing that they will need it someday. The party all return, but through the night, Seisha has a dream of meeting the Solar Guardian that dwells in her dreams. But before he could tell her the truth of his identity and her father's lies, he is swallowed and engulfed in writhing black tentacles as a void takes over. And in the void, Seisha hears the haunting sound of the voice from the void call her name.
Seisha.
Waking the rest of the group with her screams. Aside from Harold, who had a late night out, the party rushes into Seisha's room, where she explains what happened.
They all eventually make their way downstairs to a reopened tavern, when a knock comes at the door with a delivery for Harold in the form of a coffin. After signing for it and looking upon the delivery, an ominous knock emanates from inside. And that is where we're going to pick up tonight's story.
Harold, why is the box knocking?
Draw weapons.
Why would Kira send you a coffin?
I walk over to the coffin.
I
Wait.
Knock back.
Ready?
As you look back, you see a wide array of eyes looking your direction as the coffin was just dropped at your doorstep. A few
really
looks
should
of
take it inside.
confusion wash over their faces, and then a perplexed shock as you hear a simple rapping of someone or something from inside again.
I touch it.
We
Just
should probably
lightly.
take it upstairs.
It is a wooden
Nothing.
box. Yeah, you touch feels of wood. You can see multiple nails hammered in around the edges, just completely
Okay.
sealing it.
I lean over to Harold and I say, "Can you give the patron some sort of excuse? We don't need to draw any more heat to this establishment."
V, help me get this upstairs.
Yeah, sure. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to make up a tavern that clearly is a competitor that is trying to scare away our customers.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm going to
The
say,
yawning portal.
Greg's Grogs! Of course this is Greg! Only he would have the audacity to try to scare our tavern seekers, but never, not in a million years, you won't see the Troll Skull people on this street scared of some stupid Greg's Grogs!
Damn this Greg.
Greg's Grogs!
Damn Greg's Grogs.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Sure.
V leans over to Vinley
29.
and is just like,
You rolled a 5, didn't you?
Continue, V.
Okay, V leans over to Bentley and goes, "Did you order this and not tell anyone? Because
All
really,
three.
you need to tell them to deliver it to the back."
Well, all four of me and my familiars all look at you and go, I have nothing to do with this one.
What if it's a vampire?
I'm gonna pick up one end of it and look pointedly at V.
It's pretty heavy.
V,
What?
get the other end.
Oh, right. V goes and gets the other end.
All right, and you move it inside.
Everyone can't just.
We're gonna either take it upstairs or into the kitchen, depending on how heavy and
Just
cumbersome it is.
Go ahead and make athletics checks.
No, why is it always athletics?
Wait,
You
for
could
me
always-
too?
No,
Bearings.
acrobatics is the one I hate. Never
Yes.
mind.
I was
I
gonna
love
say, your
athletics.
athletics should be pretty strong.
Acrobatics.
What about a natty 20?
Bullshit.
Boom.
Oh,
Hey,
wow, yeah.
nice.
I
You could
don't
always
have my
take it
character
to
page
the
up, I'm
back
so
alley.
Sorry.
So athletics.
Oh, all right.
22.
Let's open my. What's my modifier? Hold on.
I got a 22.
9.
A total of 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stacia carries most of this. You assist. You're like that third person in the middle that
I
doesn't
decided
ever
to
help.
show off and do it with one arm. And was
Yeah,
like,
and
wait.
you're like,
So heavy.
Yeah, it more becomes
Keep
rocking
walk
and
by.
uneven, but you
There's
get
like
it
a
upstairs.
voice inside going, "Ugh."
but you're able to make your way and get it up the stairs and into the common room.
As for the rest of the tavern folk, they look to you, Harold, and go, "Well, you tell Greg that we're better, and we'll send him a coffin."
I turn over and look over at Vaas, and I look back at them. That won't be necessary. We'll handle this ourselves. We
We-
always
Okay.
take
Yes.
care of our own.
We
love you
deal.
guys.
We deal with the coffin business around here. Don't you worry.
Harold's already grabbing your arm and dragging you.
I'll stop. I'll stop.
Harold,
And then Leaf goes, it writes and goes, we could use it for decorations. I mean, I am a ghost.
Harold's like, good call. Running upstairs. All right, and then I will rush upstairs very quickly, but very stiffly, as I am super nervous. And Harold's like comes in, his fingers all flexing. And he's like, "Okay. I
We're
mean,
heavy.
is there a guy in there?"
You
Somebody
hear,
knocked.
Someone
I-
big.
I'm going to cast mage armor.
Okay.
I pull out a crowbar and I say,
I'm gonna walk to the coffin first and knock back.
"Okay, I'll wait."
I feel bad about how I wasn't able to carry it well, so now I want to just try to be like, I don't need no crowbar and rip off the top myself.
okay,
The
well,
strength
Harold
of
is
that.
knocking on it. Harold, as you knock on it, you just get a knock in return.
I take a step away from it. I was like,
Okay.
Let's do it.
"Let's open
And
it."
then Voss, using a crowbar, you can roll athletics with advantage. And then V, you can roll regular.
13.
14.
This dice is dead to me.
You're like trying to get your fingers under it and you can't quite get it. Voss, you get it under and you begin to pull it and you can feel the nails begin to pull up and
You pry and pry, but you notice the cedar wooden box has more nails in it than it should. As if it was built to stand the test of time and a rough, strenuous journey. You feel a slight frustration emanate from the box, with a few more knocks echoing out from inside. As the last knock hits, a metal gloved fist breaks through, splintering the wood, and begins to peel itself out like an angered creature emerging from a chrysalis.
Todd Kenreck, would you please join us and describe what they see?
Wait,
Huh.
wait, no, whoa. Oh my god!
Yep. What?
What?
Okay, I'm not freaking out. I'm not geeking out or anything.
Totally cool.
Hey, Todd.
I kill Harold.
That's, you made the right choice.
Okay.
10 out of 10. It's good having you, buddy.
18. He's dead.
I like this. Best way to go out.
V's insecurity is distracting her the most, and she kind of leaned towards Harold and goes, "Do you think my fingers are fat?"
Harold
What
is
just popped out of a coffin and you're worried about sausage fingers?
What?
Okay, wait,
We've
wait,
seen
wait.
worse, Seisha.
All right.
What
What's the description?
Yeah.
Todd, describe yourself.
I'm just a wonderfully tall, bald man with chiseled good looks, completely dressed in armor. Very unusual, mechanical, kind of steampunky armor as well, but exceptionally pale and not altogether well looking. It might require even more perception to see that something is quite not necessarily 100% right, and very groggy. I look exceptionally groggy right now.
Might I inquire a race, please?
Human.
Oh.
Harold, do you know this?
Do you match the
Thing.
descriptions? I mean, I watched the show. I I assume this is him?
Oh yeah, this is him.
I stare in horror, contempt, admiration. It's a lot of emotions at once, and Harold's like, "That's Averin."
No, it's okay, buddy. I get this a lot, being a god and everything, you know.
I
So
really should punch you, but I don't think that would be a good idea. So
like you can certainly try.
You
No,
said you would
I'm gonna
punch him if he
immediately-
ever showed up.
pass on that.
You have
Oh.
to.
Oh, so you're not doing the punch? So he said he was going to punch me if I ever showed up.
Yes. He has to live up to
So
his word.
you Harold, my warlock, said that you were going to punch
Whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Wait,
whoa!
wait,
Hold on.
your
I'm
warlock?
your warlock. Come on. Were you the one who is this? Is this the
Sorry,
man?
I'm sorry. Who's your patron?
Well,
So
If
Oh.
you're a god, why did you need to travel through the post?
yeah, there's been some updates on that front. So yeah.
well,
Wow.
you're not
Sure,
exactly
nailed
my
you a
patron
god?
anymore because my knife stopped working. Yeah, I mean, weren't you the guy who stabbed me with it?
Yeah,
mean,
a little bit. I
possession is
mean,
not-
listen, it was a
Possession
crazy
is 9/10
time.
of the law, Averin, and 9/10 of it was in me, so that means it's mine.
So,
God of.
box.
Trickery.
Oh man, I love this guy. I mean, no bullshit. Bullshit is. Or Kira, can she hear me?
Wait, trickery?
Yeah, that whole thing where you lie a bunch. That's what I'm kind of in charge of.
Harold, are you sure you're not into this dude?
I'm so not into him.
I think you're kind of into me.
Yeah, I so am. I mean,
So-
come on.
Harold,
Box
why do you
god.
bring
Yourself
the
in the
god of
fucking
deceit
mail.
into our house?
I take a couple steps away from Seisha.
What? I didn't. It's not like I ordered him or Kira sent him. This is a gift. Look at him. He's.
Box god.
Oh no, Okura didn't order me. I just knew you wouldn't accept a package if it was sent from me.
That's a
So,
good point.
Why are you here?
Good point. I've been trying to make the rounds with all my warlocks and other worshippers and stuff like that, and just kind of touching base and see how they're doing with everything. There's been some developments, and
I'm not paying to mail you again.
I also heard like well, you don't need to mail me. I'll just like dissolve or something. Yeah, so I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so wait. First of all, let me get this straight. I'm your favorite, right?
I mean, listen, how can
Come
you
on,
choose
Averin.
amongst 1,000
on.
warlocks?
But like I'm like 1 in a million. So even if you had like a million, it'd be me, right?
Harold being his
Oh,
favorite.
Yeah, but there's also
Yeah.
like
Problems
there's
right
like
now.
Freely, there's Alistair, there's like it's a lot of choices.
I'm being look, I know what we can do to prove that I'm important to you. You could make my knife work again.
Do that.
Was that so ham-fisted? Was that really on the nose? That was really on the nose.
Yeah,
huh?
it's a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
But that's a personal issue. I can actually, yes, I can make your knife work again. I can absolutely do that.
Yes. All
I'm
right.
a little vague on all those details. So like so I did stab you, didn't I?
You
Okay.
did. And in the chest, you asked me if I'd be willing to die for Akira, and then I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
I didn't
different.
think
That's-
you had the guts, and then
that was a bad idea.
absolutely had the guts. You stabbed the shit out of me.
Oh
Right
wow.
to the law.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, that was a crazy 7 days in that bag. So
7 days. It was 6 years.
It was
oh shit!
seconds.
It wasn't supposed to be 7. It wasn't 7 years. 6 years.
6 years. It was 6
Oh,
years,
that-
Avrin.
That was a mistake. Sorry.
That was a
It was supposed
mistake?
to be 6 days or something.
Why would you?
Seconds.
Well-
I lived a whole friggin' lifetime basically in there for an adventurer.
Well, is it? Wow, you are short-lived. What race are you?
No, I'm a half elf. I'm just saying for an adventurer, it's 6 years is a long time.
I mean, that's fair, but I mean, that was just a clerical error on my part.
A cleric, you missed like a dot. Like
I probably didn't carry a
point.
0. You know,
You're
that
killing
kind of thing.
me here, Averin.
What?
But-
Listen, you want.
And then you actually killed me.
Hi everyone, I'm Avern, by the way. This is Harold. He's clearly very
he's
upset with
actually
me.
awesome, really cool. Don't tell Rakira I said that though. He's total jerk.
Avron, when you
Yes.
say making the rounds, what do you mean by that exactly?
Yeah. So about the godhood thing, I've because of maybe some bad accounting, I have lost all my power, and I've been trying to go around and check in on all my warlocks and everyone else, and kind of keep them up to date on that whole situation.
Well, you lose your power, which means I lose my power.
Honestly, Averin, did you fire your accountant?
Yeah. That's not like I don't have an actual accountant. Yeah, that's
'Cause
just me. Being
It's an
facetious.
idiom.
Well, maybe you should hire one because.
Granted, right? Yeah, I might have overextended my warlock packs.
Right.
a
So you
bit.
should just get rid of the ones that aren't as cool as me, and then I can become
Harold.
even cool. What? I'm not saying kill them. I'm saying
You mean like?
I'm not saying kill them. I'm just saying take a look. If they lost their powers and I lost my power, just give some of their
Oh
power.
no, they all have their powers. They're fine.
What the hell, man? That's not cool. What's your deal? What did I thought
listen,
I was the favorite.
well, I had the list and I didn't, check it twice, and you got left off. I'm sorry about that. So
I absolutely should be top of the list. Should start with Harold Tangerons and just list everybody beneath me. Dude,
no,
that
it just,
I'm
it's
not
just-
gonna lie, it stings a little.
it happens a lot. No, I mean, it doesn't happen a lot. Actually, this is the first time. So
You're killing me,
so you're
Averin.
special in that way.
I'm dying.
Hey, how did you lose your power?
Well, one, as it turns out, you can't really make that many packs. So you start to run out of juice. And also, I had an altercation with another god, and that's kind of complex to really
Which
get
other
into.
god?
I can't really say right now.
Well, I'll be checking the newspapers. Yeah, so I'm real sorry about your situation. But now so far I've been left off a list and I got you out of a coffin, and I feel like maybe knife powers should
Okay,
get back.
sure. Yeah. That's why I was actually bringing you. So I don't have a lot of magic left. Literally, this is all the warlock powers I have left inside. And you, Pete, you, Harry. I've decided to visit you. And I mean, Harold. Sorry,
You can call me Harry. I'm fucking. That's cool.
That's weird. Okay. Well, anyways, so yeah, I've actually brought you your magic back. So.
Oh, well, shucks, buddy. Why should I trust you?
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's-
don't.
But you really don't have a choice, so that's the other bit.
Doesn't a warlock's power come at a price?
Yeah, it does.
Wait,
And,
wait. Price?
Harold's gonna keep on paying it.
Wait, what do you mean? What I haven't been paying anything? Do I owe you money? Am I on back payments?
You gotta keep
Here's
on
what
protecting
money.
Orkira. Every time you run into Orkira, you have to protect her. That's the rest of your life. You don't you want to be a hero, Harold? Don't you want to be like just a great, wonderful human being or half elf or whatever? Don't you just want to be like the best you can be? And part of that is that you have to protect Orkira for the rest of your life.
That means you get to see her, Akira.
Yeah.
See,
I mean, I don't mind protecting her the rest of my life. I didn't realize when you stabbed me, you meant forever.
oh yeah, totally, no, completely. Like even when you die, you're gonna still be on the clock.
And how long does that last?
Eternity.
So wait, you mean when she goes, I'll be with her?
Probably. I can't, I'd have to look at the contract. It's been a while. But do you remember,
What
I am the god. I was the god of trickery, not the god of like justice and goodness. And
What happens if
feels.
he fails to save her? Like, say she dies and she's
Oh, that's a good
alive.
point.
Does he die and go with her, or does the contract
Yeah,
end?
I'm not entirely sure. I do know when warlocks are bad and they don't do what they're told, sometimes they become deathlocks, and then it's like this kind of undead thing.
Harold.
Yeah.
So you can
Well,
hang out with
Less and
Bentley.
less.
Harold,
Yeah.
do you want this? The way you are right now, it seems whatever ties you had to this Avern are gone. So, is this a power you want or need in exchange for your soul?
It's Orkira.
That's eternity, though.
So you like indirectly sold your soul to Orkira in a way.
Not Orkira, to him.
Well, yeah, but like,
But
Avery.
you're bound
so
to
you sold
Orkira.
your soul to Avron so that you would be bound to Orkira forever.
To be fair, if I hadn't done it, I probably wouldn't have gotten back here.
Well, I just need someone to because Orkira, Harold, you're morally flexible, right? I always kind of felt you were a little bit. Somewhat.
Yeah.
You don't like the big, the powerful people bringing everyone down, that kind of thing.
That's right.
Okay, well, that's good. That's why I chose you, because Orkira is a very, very, very good person who is not entirely capable of doing evil for the sake of good, and I feel a little bit of evil watching over her isn't necessarily the worst idea. For the sake of
Hey,
good.
Harold isn't evil. He's just morally questionable sometimes, okay?
Yeah,
Thank-
evil's
thank
certainly a
you.
very strong word.
You know,
Any of this.
a deal's a deal as far as I'm concerned. I've already made it.
But you didn't know what you made when you made it.
Doesn't matter. He still gave his word.
And as far as Orkira is concerned, if there was somebody who was going to be taking care of her, I'd rather be me than somebody else.
Harold,
Remind me to never make deals with anyone ever.
Besides,
That's a
Avery
deal.
knows just as well as I know that if he ever lets his guard down, I'll find some way to fuck him.
Right.
So, what do you need Harold to do?
Well, honestly, I don't know.
You don't know.
I may, he doesn't have to necessarily like follow Orkira around forever. It's just kind of like what my plan was at the time. So I could always change it. It's kind of up to my will, really. That's kind of how the contract goes. So, I mean, maybe tomorrow it'll be farming radishes or hanging out with Freely. Who knows?
Harold,
Going on
cool.
wonderful adventures. But I will give you your power back. Can you hand me the dagger?
Harold,
What?
this is slavery.
It is not. It's not the same thing.
How?
He entered into it willingly.
I pull out the knife. Exactly. And I hand it to him.
And he wants the exchange.
If what you want is somebody out there to handle stuff for you, if Orkira is at the heart of that and keeping her safe, then I guess it's probably okay.
Wait, is he going to stab him again?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Actually, what Harold fails to understand is like, this doesn't matter. And I hand it back to him.
I will take it.
And as I hand it back to Harold, I suffuse him with his warlock energy again. But I hope you can sense that it is coming from you all along, not the dagger.
Well, that's heartwarming.
You see Harold kind of feel it, and he kind of spins the knife around elegantly again, and then he kind of puts it back in his coat and just kind of looks down at his hands for a moment. Okay. No more leaving me off lists?
Yeah, I'll try not to. Oh, by the way, I was joking about that Orkira thing. You don't have to protect her for the rest of your life. That was just like I was just putting you on.
What is your deal, man?
I'm the god of trickery. I don't know how to shut it down.
Oh, you're so good at this. I wish. Oh, I hate that I like it so much.
I know. You thought you were going to spend eternity with Orkira and you were still down. That's how good of a person you are. You should be very proud of yourself.
I was not on the list, but thank you.
That's a really lame trick.
It was pretty good, though. It worked.
Yeah.
I guess. So what does he have to do then?
Nothing actually. He's completely free to do what he wants to do. He made the pact. He protect Orkira.
Oh, so the protector of the one.
Wait, why are you here?
I guess to give Harold his power
Well, I
back.
did figure out that Harold here didn't have his magic, and I felt actually guilty. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and live a very different life. I have retreated to another world and I am attempting to settle down.
Would you like to hear about Ogma?
I hear too much about Ogma. Thank you, though.
You know the other person who follows Ogma.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, as far as this goes, as long as you're not causing problems here in Waterdeep, you're welcome to come by anytime you like. I'd be happy to have you, and I'm happy to have my power back.
I'm pretty sure my daughter worships Ogma. I can't remember. It was like some weird culty trend thing. I can't remember.
You know how to turn like a sweet moment into like I'm a shitty guy again real quick, and
So are we supposed to nail you back into the coffin now?
Oh no, I prefer not to. I'd like to I haven't been in, this is
Wait,
Faerun,
are you
right?
asking us to let a god
Yeah.
of trickery
Yeah,
wander
it's Faerun.
around?
Yeah.
Are you asking us to hang out?
Not like out on the town. I figured I would just like try to help, because obviously I have not been necessarily the nicest, most benevolent patron. So I thought I would try to help as much as I can. But honestly, this body is probably going to start expiring rather rapidly, as it's kind of an alchemical process that my wife Sophia has worked on.
Wait, so you're not even like the real Averin?
No, I totally am. But I'm connected via kind of the ether, and yeah, I'm not quite really here.
Wait, alchemy, are you a homunculus?
I am kind of a type of homunculus, a very complex one.
That is so fucking cool. I mean, you are so you're cool. God, I can't. Oh, you're cool.
Harold, I didn't cast Circle of Truth.
You don't have to. It's the truth. Oh, got a trickery. Yes. Oh, we're gonna like totally run this town.
You are way nicer than my other warlock, Freely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. I feel so terrible. So 60 years in the bag?
6 years.
6 years. Oh, 6. See, that's great.
See, Orkira and I became very close friends, and now I'm all motivated to protect her. And
yeah, because 60 would be like way too long, though.
60,
right?
60 would have been. I would have been a little more angry. This wouldn't have been as nice of a meeting. You probably would have had to kill me. But
Yeah.
6 years, acceptable.
Okay,
Acceptable.
that feels good.
And I got this cool streak of white hair. That's
Yeah.
So he's a god, right? Why don't we take him to go visit that person that came in our tavern?
He doesn't have his power, remember?
Well, that's right.
And I don't
What
want to
use is a
be
god
like,
without
hey, welcome
power?"
back. Here's a guy who can kick your ass.
I mean, if he's a god and has no power.
You tell me. I'm just saying.
I'm just here to help. I'm just here to help.
He
That's
helped.
all I'm-
Great, we need a waiter.
Whoa. Can we not? Let's show our guests some respect. He gave me back my powers.
He's a
I
god
need
of trickery.
those.
I can
And it's
always
about
choose
that
not
time.
to help.
It's about that time.
Wallowing up to the tavern, split with tempered rage, is a small woman around Kara's height, with long black hair wildly stuffed into a messy bun, with 3 small children at her side and a baby swaddled in a makeshift carrier on her chest that bursts through the front door downstairs. But you hear
From the floorboards, Flinrick went for Leaf Hollow. You leave me to look after 11 children alone. I don't care if this job got us out of the field ward. You can't do this to me. Where is my husband?
I gotta go downstairs. I'll be back.
Oh no.
I go with
gonna
you.
Run downstairs.
I go with you.
Mr. God of Trickery,
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be plausible or at all possible. Would you be able to bring back a man named Flinrick?
Flinrick?
Mm-hmm.
So I take it this person's dead.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
disintegrated.
Big dead.
No, not disintegrated. He was turned into a zombie.
And
Oh.
then
turned to
Yeah.
ash.
Then
turned
turned
into ash. So
It would be super helpful.
I
Right.
think we have the ashes in a
And
bottle.
you know,
somewhere.
it's what a good person would do.
Right, but you do get the I have lost the lion's share of my powers. I do know a guy that knows a guy, so maybe I can arrange it. I'll definitely have a couple of conversations. Do you have the bucket of ash?
Yes,
You do?
Okay.
Somewhere around the house.
somewhere.
Okay.
No,
Well,
wait, didn't
hand me the-
Seisha give them away somewhere?
I'm gonna
Seisha
go.
did something with it.
I'm gonna run downstairs and ask Seisha.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as Seisha and Vaas run downstairs, you kind of see her like looking around, and she's like starting to go back into the kitchen. Don't you touch me! I know you're there. Just because I can't see you doesn't mean I know you're not there.
I can't remember.
Flinrick, where are you?
Does Flinrick have a last name?
He does.
Yeah.
Leaf Hollow.
Ma'am.
She turns around and sees you and says, "Oh, where's my husband?"
Come with me. And I'm gonna take her into the kitchen because we've got a god upstairs and a full house, so the kitchen's the only room.
She was already behind the starting to head behind the bar anyway to head into the kitchen. And
I follow.
You see Javier and Aura look at you and kind of give a knowing look and leave the kitchen.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I don't know your name. I'm Seisha.
Gelda Leaf Hollow.
Gelda.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you. Has the City Watch not been in touch?
Why would they be?
Your husband was murdered by Manchun.
No, it can't be. He was just. You're lying.
I'm not. I'm so sorry. I wish I was. I really wish I was. Boss, would you get her a chair?
And
nod.
Shun, is that the guy who has all the clones? can't
I get a
remember.
chair.
He killed him trying to make a point.
My fault. I shouldn't have attacked him. I shouldn't have attacked him to get a better job. We were fine in the field ward. It was just here. I have to rely solely on Tilly now for money. It won't be enough.
No, there will be, because I'm going to continue paying his wage to you each week. He passed under our roof. It's...
You brought this upon us. You took away my baby's father. Well, you have to bring him back. You have to.
We're going to keep trying.
It's about this time that you walk in, Harold.
I just watch for a second.
She's cradling the three young ones around her as she holds the infant swaddled around her. They look to be about anywhere from 2 to 4.
I look between Vaas and Seisha with like this sort of like nodding towards me.
I walk towards you.
And I lean over and I'm like, we might be able to get Averin to help us, but we need the ashes of the deceased.
Harold, I know you don't think of it that way, but that thing you have upstairs is a slaver god.
It's beyond us. That's all there is.
Whatever
Averin is beyond us. He's here. If I'm stuck with him for eternity, then it's time to get buddy with the guy.
If it brings back my friend, yes, anything. Please.
If you want to do this, this is on you, Harold. No one else will. I will not allow anyone else to make deals with that thing.
That's fine. I've already done it. The deal was made a long time ago.
Fine.
Seisha, do you have Frederick's remains?
They are at a shop being put into an urn that we had handcrafted for him. I'll go get them.
Tell me where it is. I'll go get them.
I
if
have
it's-
a mount. It'll be faster for me to go.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to kneel in front of her. If there's any way to bring him back, we'll bring him back.
Where's this apron who can bring back my Flintrick?
I lean into you and I whisper, did he say he could do that?
He said he talked to some guys.
So we have an unconfirmed resurrection, is what you're saying.
It's hard to tell with him if he means it or not, but I don't think he's lying. He's acting weird from the way Arkira described him. Maybe he's tricking us. Maybe he actually is trying to turn over a new leaf.
He can't ask for anything from this woman.
I'm not going to let him.
Or anything like that.
Okay, I agree. 100%. I would not let her make some kind of deal for this. It's all on me.
No wordplay.
Nothing.
Nothing like that.
I will do everything I can. I'm not trying to toy with forces I can't control. This is the only option we have.
You already have, but what's done is done.
I'll be back.
Let me go get Averin and bring him downstairs. Harold has a very uneasy look about him as he starts to head back towards the stairs.
Stay with the woman.
Harrow has made her way inside or into the kitchen as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you say?
I leave to go get the ashes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we are trying our best to perhaps resurrect your husband. However, I can make no guarantees. I don't want to give you a sense of false hope here. I hope that whatever this Averin can do is worthwhile, but I don't know.
So before Harold gets back upstairs, Vinley's just kind of awkwardly standing there staring at Averin, and she just like cocks her head a little bit and says, "So are we gonna have to let you kill someone and make another deal in order for you to bring this man back?"
No, this doesn't work that way anymore. Those were like the old days. And the tricky thing about when you get wrapped up in lying all the time and pulling pranks is that you eventually are just pulling pranks and lies on yourself. So I am trying to reform that, but also I don't have any divine power anymore. I don't have any magic at all anymore.
Oh.
I have nothing.
And how did you give Harold his magic back?
It was the last bit.
Oh.
That's all I had left.
Well, that was nice.
Felt like it was
what now for you?
Well, I'm on a city council in a very strange hamlet with my wife, Sophia's.
And where's that?
You know what? The world doesn't even have a name. So
The world doesn't have a name?
Can I roll an insight?
well, they've got a lot of different names for it,
Good
but
luck.
it's a very far away place, and
Yeah.
just kind of the reason we decided to settle there was because I have kind of a high profile.
Is it like a realm that's pretty far away?
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
And Vinley, yes, you can make an insight check if you like.
No.
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 You don't have magic, like what do you do? Like, what if someone were to attack you? You're a pretty high profile dude.
Well, I am, however, have learned how to make magical items, and that is how I am getting by now. Like this armor is basically a prosthesis at this point.
Do you like sell it for money?
No, I try not to do that. It's just how I protect myself, and now I'm trying to be a better person.
Okay.
My wife Sophia's is helping me with that little by little. I have managed to. Okay, I did murder one person in the last 2 weeks, but I saved one. I saved one of them, even though they were a very bad person. So I was pretty excited about that one.
So
And it's about this time that Harold walks through the door.
and he hears, so you saved a bad person but killed an innocent person?
No, that was a bad person too. I just kind of like normally I just kind of kill all bad people I see.
Go team.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we head over to the downstairs? Kenreck's wife really wants to meet Avron.
This is gonna get awkward.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking. But you know what? I'm really good at talking to people. So if you need me to like,
All right, and we're in Faerun, right?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what town are we in?
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've been around
Yeah.
Waterdeep a whole bunch. Okay. Let me think. DMs?
I don't know what the hell you're planning. What are you?
Oh,
what are
I
you
got
thinking about
nothing
doing?
planned.
Okay, good. Awesome.
I got nothing.
It's like,
Do I know some shifty clerics that maybe are down to resurrect anybody?
You do. You would also know that the only means of resurrection to bring back a pile of dust is true resurrection.
Oh,
and that has a
really
very expensive cost. And if you're looking for a shady side, it's probably going to be even more expensive.
Okay, guys, can you give me a number?
they probably can.
Yep. So you're looking at roughly 30,000 gold.
Okay, 30,000 gold.
Yeah.
And who are we trying to save? Someone? Like, who's the
Our waiter.
Waiter.
Yeah, I turned and I'm like, he's our
Wow, he must have been a good waiter.
He has 12 kids, man.
We just feel bad because it's indirectly our fault that he's dead.
And it
In
would
a
be
way,
really good.
because
Sophia's will be like,
yeah,
you are top notch, super good guy, way to go, saving a waiter instead of like, like a hero of town or something.
Right. Let me try to talk to her, and this will be very difficult. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
I will lead him downstairs to where Vaas is hanging out with, as you say, is Gilda. Gilda Leaf Hollow, I believe is what it was.
Leaf Hollow.
It is
Yeah.
Gelda Leaf Hollow.
And I will walk inside and be like, Avron, this is Gilda Leaf Hollow. Gilda, this is Avron.
I kind of put my hand on hers, and I
Okay.
put my hand on the other side of her hand at the same time.
You can see like her eyes are really red and swollen as she's, been obviously crying, and she looks at you almost with this sparkle of hope as she looks up into your eyes.
Hi, my name's Avron. I understand that your husband has died.
From what I've been told, yes.
And did they tell you exactly how he died?
No, just that he was made an example of.
I know this must be a very, very hard time for you. And you're going to hear some things that are even harder to accept. So your husband is dead, and he's dead in a way that is exceptionally difficult to deal with. What did you like most about him?
His smile, that even that no matter what the situation, he always had a good attitude.
During this time, I'd like to make a constant insight check on everything Avron is saying. I'm looking for any wordplay, any trickery, anything that sounds like he's making a deal. And I slide my kukri into my hand, and the second it sounds like he's doing something like that, I will slit his throat.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. It's pretty good. 24.
Okay. I will keep that number remembered.
It's God of Deceit, so good luck. I know, but still.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So, I know your husband is dead, and is there a halfway point that you can handle? Like, you said you had do you have some kind of, like, how do you make money? Like, you have to find some way to make money, correct? How does that happen?
He was our own. He was working here, and other than that, our eldest Tilly sends us money from time to time from her adventures. But
Okay.
he was the main source. I'm at
Right.
home with our 11 other children.
Harold, do you all have means to help
Yes.
support her?
We will be
Yes.
paying his wage,
Okay.
along with what will no doubt be future expenses, considering he died and is our responsibility.
Okay, well, here's the deal. It's not a deal. I can't bring your husband back today. But the moment I have the power to do so, I will.
Is
So
this
that might
honest?
be years from now. That might be less. I don't know, but I will. What's his name again?
Kenreck Leaf Hollow.
And who killed him?
Manchun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring your husband back. I will find a way.
Is this honesty?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Avery,
But it's not going to be today, and you may have to spend years and years without your husband.
are you telling the truth on that, Avery?
I am.
Okay. So Vaas, you pick up that he is in this moment, from you reading his expressions and his body language, that he is being 100% sincere in these words.
Okay.
And then Kara steps in and goes, I don't mean to intrude, and I don't know who you are or what power you may possess, but Gelda, Flinrick was a friend to me, to us, to the tavern, and all those that come here. I understand your pain, for I too am a single mother raising multiple kids, and it is okay to grieve in whatever way you need. But understand, it is not your fault. It is not Flinrick's fault. It is not these wonderful people's fault. Life isn't fair, and that's not an excuse or a harsh reality for you to understand for what was taken from you. But it is a sad truth. Nothing we say can ease your pain, and as cliche as it sounds, I can tell you, it does and does not get easier with time. Every day you will wake up without him by your side, but you will find him in your child's faces. You will no longer hear his loving words, but you will listen for them in your child's laughter. And she gets up close and says, you need to be strong, not only for them, but for yourself as well. It will be hard, but a man that charismatic, who never left a moment to be droll or silent, would want you to carry on and find happiness in as much as the world as you can. We are here for you whenever you need us, whenever you are ready, and we will help in any way we can. And she looks to you, Avery, and goes, and I hope you keep your promise.
So do I. I'm going to do my best.
Thank you.
But I expect they may beat me to it.
Maybe. If we can, we will.
It's about this time that Seisha returns holding a very nice, polished bronze urn with a silver plate that has Flinrick Leaf Hollow in elegant script written across it. And Seisha walks back in holding this urn. As she looks up, and you see Gelda's just again all over. And the children, you see, are sad. They get the sense that they're feeding off of their mother's emotions. You're not quite sure if they understand what's transpiring right now, but they kind of lean in to her as she kind of holds them tight as Gelda meets your eyes, Seisha.
Gelda, I know this has to be so hard. And if you need help right now so that you have time to grieve as well as take care of those children, just let us know. Call on us for anything. He was an amazing man.
Can I hold him?
Of course.
And she reaches out, and
I'll hand her that and kind of take the infant for her.
The infant is like
it's in a
swaddled.
sling?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she takes it and she just kind of holds it and just stares at it for a long period of time.
This isn't going to go unanswered.
I need to get home.
We'll escort you.
One second. Is she taking the urn?
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me, miss. I know this is very hard for you. I do, however, need a slight sample.
God, Avon.
I gently move
A sample.
towards her and I look her in the eyes, asking for permission if I may take some of her husband's ashes.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check with advantage after all of the really
19.
well said words. Okay.
19.
She looks at you, Averin, and she nods. Your words that you've said to her kind of hitting her heart and fully believing you, and she hesitantly opens the urn and just stares inside.
I take a small handful. I place it into a cloth, wrap it up very tight, and reluctantly hand it to Averin.
Okay.
I take it.
Okay.
For real. I will literally, if Averin gets to level 20 and runs into someone with true resurrection,
Got it.
I am going to be resurrecting this person.
Okay.
Awesome. We love it.
That's amazing.
Wow.
I got it. Duly noted. You have
Unless my DM kills me before then.
yeah, of course. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
You
But
can't do that.
Never unlevel your characters. It's a terrible idea.
all right, you have that. She closes it, and you watch as Kara
And speaks up and goes, I spent probably the most time with Flinrick. I think I should take Gelda home.
All right.
I will let you know where they live, though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And here, and I'm going to pull out 20 gold. I know money seems like a cold, harsh thing, but I don't want you having to worry about it right now. So take this. And
she takes it almost like like she's moving like a robot. She just kind of takes it and holds it, clutching the urn. Her Kara takes two of the children's hands and kind of leads, and then them on, and you watch as she kind of just ushers the other one on, and they head out and go into a carriage and start making their way towards the southern ward.
It was the worst thing I've ever had to do.
Harold's gonna run over and hug Seisha.
And she just hugs back.
And then after a while, he's gonna let go and he's gonna turn back to Averin and be like, "You meant all of that, right? You're not pulling her chain."
Oh, what?
No, I did actually mean it. I am doing my best to not necessarily be 100% the person I was, and I would not mess with someone who lost. You don't.
Thank you.
Don't punch.
Yeah, don't punch down.
You don't. These people have nothing to do with the things that we do, and we are responsible.
I agree. Hey, bit of advice for you. It's something I learned from Orkira in that bag over 6 years is when it comes to tricking people, it's tricking the bad people for the right reasons is what I've learned. And I don't know if I'm not trying to talk up to a god, obviously, but as you know, you came all this way, you did something nice for me. I'm just going to give you 2 pieces of advice. 3, really. The first one being, when it comes to tricking, the most important thing to remember is why you're doing it and who you're doing it to. And those two things are the most important. And I think that you're getting the picture, judging just from this, like when it's appropriate and when it isn't. So I appreciate that. The second thing is to avoid crocodile mouths at all times. Under no circumstances should you ever go near a crocodile's mouth. It's always bad. And third, purple rash pants.
You know that?
I went to a swamp once.
Oh, right. That's weird. What was the third? Sorry.
Rash pants, purple rash pants. Don't buy them. They look great, and you know your ass is going to be great in them. But for God's sakes, listen to me, Averin. Do not buy those pants or put them on. They're terrible. They're always bad.
Harold, he's a god of trickery. Why didn't you give him the rash pants?
Well, I'm not going to wear them now. And if you're going to trick somebody, maybe, don't lead with the truth.
No. These are pants for you to trick somebody else with. A gift from me.
I don't want to touch any rash pants.
You got to touch the rash pants. Look, I'm going to send you back with the pants.
I think only the inside of the pants give you a rash. So it's safe to hold them.
Depends on how long you're holding.
Are we 100% sure these just aren't pants that one buys in Waterdeep?
Okay, these
are they not just used pants?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't wear pants.
Do they have a magical effect? Because it doesn't sound like particularly magical to me.
They are magical.
Poor hygiene.
When you look at yourself in the mirror, I assure you the magic happens. But
it's about this time.
Javier and Aura walk in, and Javier goes, "Is everything okay, or can I get back to work?"
Yes, please.
Sorry, thank you for that.
Oh, so you're running into Manshun, huh? That's yeah. He's a bit of a thing, isn't he?
Turns out he's big in the drug industry.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of run-ins with Manshun yourself?
I've had a few.
You say that like you two are familiar with each other.
As you are ushered out of the kitchen and the bar, and you make your way into the main hall of the Spirits of Trollskull Tavern, you see a large stake bag wagon pull up on the outside of the tavern near the stairwell to the above rooms, ready to pick up and moves everyone's essentials over to Renair's family home by two movers. They are of average build and height, with a little muscle to their bones, but everyone notices they keep kind of motioning over to V as you guys make your way out, wondering why they are even needed. But they begin helping and allocate the few things that you are moving. And when you all hear a very loud call of a walrus barking from outside.
"Aye, you bleak bastard. I've come to take you out for our wee little date around town to figure out why you're running my bar into the ground. So get your arse down here, or I'm going to climb this thing like a castle to rescue your damsel in distress having arse."
Hey, boss, Mert's here.
That
is he?
That is, unless you've gone and turned yellow belly and can't handle a stroll through the splendors with the old wolf.
The information that Vaas received sits in his stomach and infuriates him to no end. But I, swallowing my pride, walk outside to meet Mert. And before I leave to go outside, I say, "I have nothing to do with this god. Do with him what you will. I have other problems to attend to."
He's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sort of what he's best at.
What does Vaas look like?
Vaas? There's nothing really unique about Vaas.
That's terrifying.
Yes, it is.
He looks like a very he is covered. The only uncovered part of him is his, it's in my photo. The only uncovered part of him is his from neck to head. Largish nose. He has a very ample scar from his bottom lip down, cleft to his chin. But nothing really remarkable. He just looks like a guy.
Yeah. Nothing stands out. He could blend into a crowd very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take note of that.
As you well should.
But I walk out to meet with Mert.
One of the movers stops you and goes, "Hey, is there anything you want?"
I have nothing you need to worry about.
Sounds good to me. Let's work.
Yep. Yep.
And go ahead.
Sorry, Vaas, over the next couple of hours, you are occupied, going and speaking with guild members. The wait is long, arduous, especially with Mert. With everything you are doing, it will take a few over each day, a series of multiple days to complete this. But yeah, I'll need you to go ahead and make me 2 rolls, a persuasion with advantage and an investigation at regular.
Am I in the house while this is happening?
No, this is while Vaas is gone.
This is while Vaas leaves. So Vaas and Mert will actually
okay,
get in a carriage and leave
if,
and go on the way.
If we're even within a mile of Mert, I'm just like...
Persuasion, okay, 16. Investigation, investigation natural 20.
Okay, nice, got it.
What is your total on that? Because it matters.
My investigation's +5, 25.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you don't, Aaron, you can kind of see from the inside as Mert comes up, and you can kind of just back away. Don't even let him see you.
Yeah, he was very loud. He definitely made himself known.
Yep.
You're very familiar with that voice.
Very familiar with that laugh.
You don't care for Mert either, huh?
It's not that I don't care for Mert.
One thing.
What do you owe him money?
One thing I would like.
Probably.
To know the names and faces of the leaders of these guilds as we move about them. And
okay, we'll get that info to you. Absolutely.
That's it.
Okay, great. Over the next 2 or 3 hours, the rest of you guys move over to Renair's seldomly used home, Brandarth Hall. Brandarth Hall Villa, while Vaas is out with Mert. You return back to the moderately furnished, nearly empty mansion, claiming rooms, looking over the fighting pit, and remembering how you all got here. Some from finding a man covered in fish, stuffed in a warehouse closet, while others did so by mailing themselves via coffin.
It's totally normal.
Totally normal.
Who doesn't do that at least once?
But you
opened it. I'm on the show. You made that choice. So
he took that chance.
True.
You can make fun of all you want.
It worked.
I opened that shit.
It worked.
Okay.
All right.
Dream come true. Play with Todd. This is awesome.
So yeah, and you are now in the Sea Ward at the formerly Never Ember estate of Renair at Never Ember, and have moved all of the essentials. It's up to you what you bring over. It could be as little as a pillow. It could be your bed. It could be pretty much anything that you feel you would want to bring over from the Spirits of Troll Skull to Brandarthal Hall.
Am I able to get Biblio?
You are absolutely able to get Biblio. It takes the two of them, V and you, to move him in whatever form he's in.
I turn him into a chest.
Okay.
So he looks later. I ask him to turn into a chest.
Okay.
So he looks like he'd be heavy.
As they're moving it back into the house, I don't mean to pry, but why is it so sticky?
Do you really want to know the answer to that?
No.
Yeah.
Why don't you just put it on the truck?
The whole time, this is super awkward for me because this is like, you know, when you hang out with a friend's friend, their friends.
Yep.
All this.
I'm like sticking by Avron's side so he doesn't feel like.
I don't know what the stickiness is. I don't know who Biblio is.
Biblio is a mimic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I will lean over and I'll be like,
mimic.
yeah, see, the chest is like this almost sentient mimic that is he's really great. He's really he's drooling. Yeah, no, they got it figured out.
It's Seisha's pet book.
Yeah. Only now it's more like an armoire.
Meat.
Like an armoire. That's not good.
And
it's like Harold's only putting together how much bigger it's getting now.
I will also introduce him to my 3 pets while they still last.
Okay, go ahead and describe what Abram sees.
She first holds up her hand because they're all dismissed right now because I had to go into the common room.
Of course.
So she holds up her hand, and then a floating skull that has fire around it appears, and she says,
"Oh, hello.
This is Tassar."
And the fire is this ethereal blue that wisps off of it, not the standard green of a flame skull. It is a little bit more almost like ghostly.
Hi. How
As
you
it
doing?
just chatters. It doesn't speak. It just.
Oh.
I
V
totally get
runs
it.
to her
I
room
know how you feel.
and comes back with her purple plant that still has the tag on it that says might
Totally
be magical.
Definitely magical.
Definitely. I'm sorry. It says definitely magical. And I'm like, this is Bob.
Oh, hi, Bob.
This is Bob Bush. He's definitely magical. We just haven't figured out how yet.
Bob the Bush. Nice to
And
From
meet you,
behind
Bob
her
the
back,
Bush.
when she's
Oh.
like insisting it's magical, I'm making eye contact. I'm like,
And then I also have my
Ah.
ghost lantern. I'm like, this is also my ghost lantern. I don't know their name yet, but I hope one day I can figure out how to communicate with it.
Ooh,
And-
you all have been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and so-
yeah. We collected a lot of pets. Harold, you should go get Earl if we're introducing all of our pets and friends.
Earl's kind of a free agent. I can't just go get Earl. Earl's got his own jobs. With his own
That's true.
Did you bring Earl to?
No, Earl stays. Earl and
Yeah,
all of his
so-
stuff and all their toys stay.
Yeah. So as V just like barrels into the room with this, what are the other two objects that you have, or other two familiars that you have with you, Vinley?
She
Yeah.
looks up at V like this. Anyway,
What? Oh,
this
I'm
is
sorry.
Phelan, and she holds out both her hands in a very, like she's carrying a big box, and then a giant bullfrog appears into it,
Okay.
and it looks decrepit
Yeah.
and fat.
Aw.
One of the eye is kind of just dangling down. The other one is completely just empty with the open socket. You can see bits of its flesh are just completely rotted away.
Don't
And
sweat
it
that,
just-
man. You could just and he reaches and puts the eye back in and it falls back out. Usually it goes back the first try, but
You know, the more you look
Such a
at it, the
beautiful
cuter
frog.
it is.
Yeah.
I
Right?
completely
Girls
disagree
on
with that,
you.
but good for you.
I don't think cute is quite the word.
No.
V.
It grows on you, and it
It's
becomes
growing
cute
things on
over
it.
I think you got that
time.
confused with the rash pants. What's the third? What's your third pet?
And she'll hold out her hand like this and say, "This is my favorite. His name is Savard." And swirling up comes a butterfly. And when he opens his wings, you see a skull motif of blue and black on his wings.
Well,
I
these
used
are-
him to almost
these-
kill a horse once.
Oh, well, yeah, why wouldn't you? Horses are notoriously chaotic and evil. Lovely pets, Finley.
Thank you. I watch his reaction to every one of them to see if any of them make him go, ooh.
I mean, no, but he's off. he's
Getting a very
he's
strong
been around the
feeling of
block, so
offness
like
about
he's
the
like,
fella.
oh, he's being very genuine. He's like, oh, I love the frog
So,
and the
Ephraim,
chattering skull, and
do you have any pets?
Harold
do.
waves slowly.
What kind of pets do you have?
well, they're missing. Sophia's and I have a pet named Fizz, and we unfortunately lost him in the effort to get to this new world, but we're very confident we're going to find him again. So
Well, I hope he
long,
comes
long
home.
tentacles, kind of bounds around through the wheat. Very cute, big eyes, purple skin.
Is it a
I
float?
gotta go.
Oh, it's
They shall
most
leave the room.
definitely not a flump.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
I was going with the nicest thing with tentacles I could think of.
Well, I mean, the closest approximation would be, say, a gnome flare, I guess you would say. Yeah.
I'll stick with cats.
Yeah, cats are easy. I mean, they're not, but they don't, like, eat brains, so that's the thing.
Why don't we go check out the new place? We're like,
I mean, to be honest, it's Sophia's, so, yeah.
great. And okay, I'm just gonna.
Harold, are you all right? You're okay
You know,
with the chattering skull? You're okay with,
Well, I've had time to get used to Chattering Skull, and Bullfrog and I, we shared a few beers, and Savard and I are totally chill as far as that goes. You know, just the god of trickery just came by in express mail to hand me my knife powers back, which were inside me the whole time, apparently, because I'm awesome like that. I'm just trying to get around the fact that, like, you're here. And all this time we're here and really made you sound awful. And then it's like you're here and it's like, You're kind of cool, right?
Yeah, Orkira can be very judgmental.
Well, I mean, she's
And
a paladin, it's her
Orkira
job.
can sometimes be very
Or
intense.
cleric.
She is a cleric of the Phoenix, so they're
Yeah,
intense. It's all about death
Yes.
and life, and then death and then life.
it really is both of those things.
There's like no
Is she
middle
doing
ground.
okay? She's doing okay, right? Like
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's doing fantastic. I think. I don't remember. Yeah, she's doing good.
Is she aware you're out of power?
No, I don't think she is.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, let me think. Nope, she doesn't know.
Cool. All right, keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
that'd probably make her quite happy, actually.
It probably would.
Well, actually, she'd be like happy for a second and then feel terrible.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like Orkira.
Yeah. She'd
Yeah,
be like,
that sounds
I'm
like-
glad you have no powers, but also I'm sad for you.
May I ask how you lost your powers? Just the
Yeah,
warlock
that's,
thing?
that's personal. That's personal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
Okay. That's a little bit above your pay grade on that one.
That is totally fair, but one day top of the list is going to get right back on top, and then we'll be in on that.
I mean, I get that Orkira worships the Phoenix now, but I do like to think of I have looked over her over the years, and so in some ways, I am her god.
That's such a godly thing to say. Only somebody who was a god would say that. Welcome to Renair's place as I open up the door.
Who's Renair?
Renair is a friend of
You're
ours.
Never Ember. He's
Oh,
a friend of ours.
He,
You probably
yeah.
know his dad.
Daggalt Never Ember.
no. I mean, I knew Penelope Never Ember, but yeah, I don't know. So ringing a bell right away.
Probably a cousin or
I
something.
love
All right.
Penelope. That's cute.
Wait, that's not his mom, is it? I should know this. Oh my god,
No,
I should know
I don't
this.
think it doesn't sound right.
It's not.
I'll have to ask him if there's any relation.
Oh, the dungeon masters I forget are here. They're like narrator voice. He did.
But
But
it wasn't.
but it
Like
is
the Ron Howards in our ears.
it is about this time that we're going to switch over back to Voss.
Oh God.
And
Joy.
I forgot
when
he
you
wasn't
are
here.
out with Mert, you actually find yourself in the deep reaches of the Southern Ward, currently at the Butcher's Guild. So,
Interesting.
yes, but you do know that there is someone you want to talk to.
Mert.
Aye.
After our, is this before or after we've gone to the Butcher's Guild?
And this can be after.
Okay.
So we'll say this is like your last stop, and you're like
Okay.
about to part ways.
I will need to part ways with you here, though I appreciate the fascinating journey through guild bureaucracy.
Oh, why do you think you're going to be cutting me off so soon? Aren't you loving our quality time?
Mert, you know I don't like you.
Let's
Let's stop pretending.
But I like you.
I
Who
don't
are you
know
again?
why.
What do you like to go by? You got so many names. Hearing whispers along the streets.
What have you heard?
Tell me all about this Ronto experience.
Well, it's been an interesting experience thus far. Though, it's interesting. I've heard whispers about you, too.
I'm sure there's lots of whispers about me. I've been
Yes.
around for almost 2 centuries now.
And
maybe more.
may, for money lending, perhaps being engaged in business some would find distasteful.
Well, that past is the past, isn't it? So, where do you need to go?
So you say. Thank you. This was genuinely enlightening. And I would like to do this again.
Well, I'm going
my
to be doing it for the rest of the 10 days, so every day that you can make it. We'll be
As-
having some nice quality time.
As much as I can, I'm meeting some interesting people as we go along. But I must part ways with you here. Thank you again, Walrus Lord.
And he chuckles and just shakes his head, smiling as he waves you off and begins
give him-
sauntering down, heading back towards the castle.
I give him a salute. I shake internally.
Finger salute.
No. Tempting, but no. I'm not going to be petty, as much as I'd like to be. And
This
I
is the
go-
time.
I go looking for her.
Okay. You find yourself at the end of the Way of the Dragon, at the southernmost tip of the South Ward, the South Gate itself. Nothing impressive. It's a simple stone, double portcullis archway gate with a walkway of guards that crown the top. As you approach, you see a farmer and his wife making their way into the city on a donkey-pulled cart filled with goods to sell in the market or to the guilds. You can see the milky tan woman with the scar that runs across her face, wearing the garb of a senior civilar, bark at a group of guards to stop the cart to inspect for illegal contraband.
I would like to very discreetly assist with this. Would I even be allowed to do that?
You would not, because you are not an official guard member.
Understood. I
Yes.
won't then. I will look at the cart and see if there's anything erstwhile that I can point out then.
Okay. As you were looking over, the middle-aged couple seems confused and appalled at the accusations that are brought aside, as they are brought aside before a short, stout man in gray-trimmed black robes of a magistrate. He has a long, belly-length brown beard divided by a stripe of white, all met to a point sectioned together by two golden beard bangles, etched with the emblem of Tyr, the god of justice. As he speaks with the couple, reassuring them that they should be fine, as it is just a precaution due to the smuggling of an unknown narcotic substance plaguing the city. You see Tashlin blocking his view of the cart behind her. Your passive perception notices a small coffer box filled with 6 small green potions, but it seems that Levelstone has no indication that this is happening, as the guards are placing it into the cart and covering it.
Knowing what she's doing, I
Mhm.
say nothing.
Okay. With the search over, the men loudly claim that the cart is clear and that they are free to go.
Walking up after the farmers get resituated, you hear the guard captain apologize for the inconvenience, and then they should stop at the yawning portal to have a drink on her and see the city's most famous tavern. A half-orc there will take care of their horse and cart while they enjoy the drinks and hear stories from as well. Boss, you pick up through your passive insight that she has just secretly organized a delivery, and they nor the magister are even anywhere aware that they're a part of it.
Excellent. I make no attempts to draw suspicion or anything like that now that I know that there is something going on.
Okay. Okay. And you notice that she kind of sees you standing just off to the side, and she kind of walks towards you. And yes, citizen, how can I help you?
I would like to make a report in private about ongoing things happening at my establishment. It's a bit of an embarrassing situation, if I may speak to you
Speak
in
your
private.
And she says, "Speak your patter, flash gibberish, a wise fortune teller. What news do you bring today? Speak quick, for I am very busy, friend."
And you pick up that she is saying, "We can speak thieves' cant in front of the magistrate. What do you need? I don't have a lot of time. I'm busy with being his bodyguard."
I say in thieves' cant, and also mixing in as much as I can.
Yep.
Bar speak.
Okay, of course.
Trying to seem like I do have a problem. I want to tell her I need access to the evidence locker, or I need you to reclaim something from it, specifically the parts of the nimble right. We can get access to a very powerful artificer if you give this to me.
Okay. Davil is right about you. You are very resourceful and clever. Where shall I have it delivered?
Damn. Yeah. How soon can you get it?
It'll take time. A couple days.
3 days from now, whether you have it 3 days from now, is 3 days enough time?
Should be.
Have it delivered to my tavern at Troll Skull Alley. I will be there.
Okay. Will do.
Thank you very much. He is an odd person, but I believe gaining his trust may be easier than we think.
She nods, and then before
You leave.
she says, Arbiter, if this comes down on us, it comes down on you. Remember, I have the power of Waterdeep on my side.
I lean in and say, you act like this is the most dangerous thing I've ever done, and you act like this is the first interaction I've had with the guards. It's been nothing but pleasantries and rainbows since I stepped in the city.
She smiles and nods. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, miss. Thank you for hearing my cries for help.
Of course. And then you see her turn and make her way back towards the magistrate that she guards.
That was painfully slick.
That was amazing. I love Vaas.
Thank you. But I head back. What time is it?
It is about...
It's a couple hours later. It's not nighttime. It's still late afternoon.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll make a stop at Renair's then.
Okay.
And after that, I know where I'm going.
Yep.
So
So he'll be coming back to where we are right now?
Yes.
I want to be in mid-sentence about a story when I got pale or drunk. And that's it. That's about it.
Okay. Well, okay.
Okay.
Amazing.
Vaas, how are you getting there?
Is it close enough to walk?
No.
It is a ways away.
It is the opposite side of the city.
Yep.
Carriage then.
Okay.
It's going to be 2 gold because you're going the full length.
Damn.
That's a lot. That's a lot to me.
Yep.
As the Uber X of carriages.
It is.
Okay.
You went from the most southern tip to like
Almost the very northern tip.
Yeah, fair. I'll go ahead and pay this.
Okay.
May not be staying very long, but I do want to check in and see how everyone's settling in with fucking trickster god.
Everyone,
Yeah,
you
get that
see
shirt made.
It's the goatee.
Right.
everyone, you see a undistinguishable carriage making its way around the roundabout intersection just beside Renair's childhood home. You then see Vaas step out of the stagecoach at the front gates. But Vaas, as you're dropped off from riding in the carriage, the day was filled with very boring noble small talk, ego boosting, elbow rubbing, palm greasing guild meeting work.
Yeah.
And through the rides to and fro with Mert, he asked about your adventuring in the city and has been going, how it's been going. And anytime you seemed reluctant to speak, he would clamor on about his glory days. And this was before the interaction in the southern ward. You were only able to visit a few guild halls and realize it might take a couple of days to figure out what all is going on, who is sabotaging your tavern, and get everything squared away with the guilds.
And as you begin to make your way up to Renair's house, you hear what sounds like a slight altercation of harsh words coming from 2 nobles talking in the crossroads you just rode through. One, dressed in a white cream suit with blue trim, seems to be worried as he talks louder than he most likely intends to. The other is in a bright, dulled yellow suit. He pushes the other nobleman away as his concerned friend moves to gain control over him.
Rorik, this isn't you. You're better than this. Just tell me where you got it. I can get you help. You've been like this for over 10 days. For Ao's sake, look what it's happening to your eyes. Your eyes are black.
The man in yellow nobleman
get
suit.
out and not intervene directly, but watch as this progresses.
Okay. You watch as the man in yellow smiles and turns to his friend. Carlito, my friend, I assure you, I have never been better. I can feel the weave as courses through my fingertips. I can change reality as I see fit. I am completely...
As soon as this happens, as soon as it's... Okay, is he just going into convulsions or is he attempting an attack?
He is going into convulsions.
Yep.
Okay, I witch snap approach and I put the garrote wire back into my pocket as I was going to choke him out.
So
this is a couple feet from you.
This is what you see.
Yep.
Okay.
As you put the garrote wire back into your pocket, you all watch as the man in yellow vomits black ichor all over Carlito's suit, spattering violently across his white clothes. The sick man then begins to convulse and seize as his body contorts and bends, his flesh bubbling and mutating before your eyes, shifting to a deep purple. His bones audibly break and twist in unnatural ways, stretching and splitting his skin into 1,000 tendrils that then split open up into gnashing mouths and hundreds of open eyelids of 1,000 pale yellow eyes. The other man screams as his friend mutates and morphs before him.
Ew.
Does this get our attention too?
The screams just outside your temporary home in the safest ward in the city beckon the rest of you towards the sound outside.
And then Peelor just couldn't stop throwing up.
Oh shit! That's screaming.
Did you guys hear that?
I draw weapons.
Yeah, I go running out the door.
Vika's running out the door with her sword, stops, sees it, and goes, "Ew."
As you come outside, you see the final shift of a man in a yellow clothes grow into a mass of tentacles, mouths, and eyes like boils. The man that was once pleading for his friend's life sees you all, especially you, Vaas, and begins to move in your direction. But his footing is staggered as the earth around him shifts like quaking ocean, causing him to trip and clamber to the ground.
Damn it.
You watch as a tendril snakes out, wrapping around the young man's leg as he is slowly dragged back into the undulating aberrant form before he is wrapped up and consumed slowly and painfully as he is engulfed by the writhing mass. It's thousands of mouths forming and unforming scream and chitter incoherently into the air that from here sound like 1,000 whispers racing through your mind. The eyes on this creature all seem to shift towards you, and it begins to slightly hover as if very slowly tiptoeing on the tips of its tentacles, menacing in your direction. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Okay.
What?
You're killing me, Smalls.
God.
The fuck is that?
Tell me more about
Why is everyone
Peelor.
freaked out? I don't understand.
I think I found
exactly
your
what I'm
last
saying at the
dog.
beginning of it.
You had me at yellow pus
Yeah.
sister thing?
I'm going to assume I was not close enough to intervene or try to...
No, you were
Cut
already
away
at the
in a way.
house, and this is like 50 feet away at the crossroad section that you rode through before being dropped off.
Okay.
Something we've seen
Quick
before, is it?
clarification. No, quick clarification.
Okay.
Is this like the arm that Venley and I saw?
It is similar, yes.
Okay.
But there are no arms anymore. It is all tentacles. But we'll pick that up when we come back, probably with an initiative roll.
Yeah.
Hope you got some badass shit, Tavern.
Thank you, everybody,
I'm
for
pretty sure
watching.
I'm lower level than everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. It'll be fun. It'll be
I
fun.
de-leveled
Still
myself.
dead.
Oh,
Be
it's like
good.
completely?
Yeah.
You're like a level 1?
No, I'm
What
at 3.
level are you? You're level 3?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the fun.
Baby.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Oh.
Hey guys, we'll be back in about 15 or 20 minutes. Go ahead and don't forget #Beyond into the Twitch chat on the RockPunch ATL's Twitch, and you can enter to win a Dungeon Master's Guide from D&D Beyond.
See you guys soon.
See you. And we're back.
Yes. So to catch everyone up, Harold got a special delivery from Orkira that happened to be Avron. And Todd Kenreck is joining us tonight as he has bestowed Harold's powers back into his dagger that were always inside of him all along. As
Heartwarming tale.
They console a family member of one of their waiters who had died from being killed by Manchun.
And Vaas made his way off to Mert, and everybody else made their way over to Renair's. And as Vaas makes his way back to Renair's, there was an altercation of two nobles, one of which whose eyes had gone black and was on something, and his slow form slowly started to convulse, and he mutated into a tentacle monster. And that's where we are.
Yeah. So everybody,
Don't judge.
So Averin wants to say something, of course.
Yes. I walk out in my armor and I just yell at the. I'm not even impressed. There's tentacles, there's eyes, there's mouths writhing. What everything you described, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Faerun is closed today. And now, let's roll initiative.
And now you can roll initiative.
Amazing.
Not bad.
Better pack it up, squid face.
Squidward.
Oh yeah.
Go home. You can't stay here.
Sorry, insider information from my sources within the group. Oh god, this is such a non-optimized character now. Yeah. I got.
When
What
it
do I do?
comes
At
to-
13. I got 13.
Hold on.
When it comes to saving throws, if you're within 10 feet of me, add 3 to them.
That is
Oh, cool.
everybody but Vaas
Yeah.
Currently.
currently, but we'll get to that.
It might be
25
good.
25 to 20.
21.
23.
Ah, hot damn.
Wow.
I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
You and the crits.
The last
Good job.
20 to 15.
15.
16.
18.
13.
Damn.
Yo, we were ready for this.
Oh.
I got a rock.
I'm a piece of coal.
Okay. 10 to 5.
I think that was everyone.
But everybody,
No.
yeah. So Vaas,
Oh.
Oh, it's 21.
He's
was
Yeah, I
21.
got boss. No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got everyone.
Averin said
Averin.
13, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't say 13, but he got 13.
Everyone's like, ooh, 13. Everybody looks over
V, what
at
did you
him.
get?
That's a very Abram thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Just 13.
What?
What?
It's cool. He's with me.
Oh, they're
Y'all.
disgusting.
If he goes, I only count one monster.
What do you think or Kira would say if we got Averin killed? Oh, wait, it's a copy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Darn.
Not
Darn.
actually
Oh,
him.
darn.
Oh,
Please don't kill the man who gave me my powers.
they were in you the whole time.
Yeah, because he
Ollie-
put them there.
All you had to do was believe in
Okay.
the you that believed in Averin that lived in you
Yeah.
the whole time, Harold.
All you had to do was believe in yourself, but mostly me.
All right, so before we do anything, I need everybody but Averin to make me sanity checks.
No!
Hey,
Yeah, because
So
I'm
for
a
those of
bag
you
of cats.
who don't know,
Is
I
that
was gonna
was-
say because
wait.
you can't make you any more
Is
crazy.
a sanity check a wisdom check?
it is not. A sanity check is a d20 plus your wisdom and intelligence modifier divided by 2, rounded down. So it's the average of your wisdom and intelligence modifier.
And does the +3 apply
The-
here?
It does for everyone besides boss.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sweet. I'm not crazy.
I mean, you're never
Might
going
be
to survive
okay.
unless.
All
Might
right,
be okay.
so we'll start with Vinley. What'd you get?
17.
Okay. Voss.
15.
Okay. Harold.
21.
Okay. Seisha.
3.
Okay.
And, oh. Ew. Did you roll 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 11.
Yeah. You got 11. Okay. V got an 11.
She's just still dealing with the dream.
We're all having a
Mhm.
hard time. Except for
Yeah,
Averin
it's
is.
been a bad
She's just
day.
having a
She had
joy.
bad dream.
I
She got
need
freaking-
Seisha and V to make me D100 rolls, please.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Okay.
How bad is it?
It's
18.
impossible to say.
67.
And you said 18, Seisha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now's a great time to vomit up some gems.
All right.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? that can
We
happen?
will let you know what happens on your turn.
Oh no!
V, you're
Yeah.
first. No, so Vinley, you're first. Sorry.
Oh, gonna say.
My bad. I looked at a name and I was like, blah, blah, blah.
We're all a
Finley
little
is first.
dyslexic.
A little dyslexia there.
Can Vinley move to where she can see this creature and be within 30 feet?
Everyone is currently 70 feet away except for Vaas, who is 50 feet away.
Ah,
Dang.
grand.
So yeah.
So move me my full 30 towards it. And then I will pull out the wand.
Okay.
And I will fire. Oh, wait. I didn't roll this. Hold on. Okay, I have 4 charges of the wand. I will fire 2 charges into this creature.
All right.
All right, 2 charges.
$13 plus 4 is 17.
Nice.
And
You pull out the wand that is silver and spiraled with the blue jewel at the end, as 4 of these pink-white forms come rocketing out, and then 2 whiz by either side of you, Vaas, narrowly missing you, as it then looks like it's about to crash into the fountain ahead, as it then splits apart and then like opens up into multiple, and then all condensed down into one, and slams into the boom, 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 as you, as
Oh,
this
is
creature,
that good? Is that bad? What was that noise?
it just starts exploding, and all of the impacts that you make just rip it open, and then from that opening forms another eye or another mouth or another
Whoa.
writhing tentacles from its form.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
fuck this thing.
And she will actually cast Misty Step to get up onto the red wall.
Hmm.
Okay.
And
Enough
that's
time.
her.
All
All
right.
right.
Red wall. That one.
Voss, you see these 4 magic missiles whiz past you as Vinley then dissipates into an ethereal bluish aquamarine smoke and then reappearing in a ghostly form before coalescing upon the red bricked gate. And you see this thing writhing and slowly move towards you. What do you do?
First thing I do, I take the bells of both of my rapiers together, clang them several times, and shout out to the ether, "Guards, we have a situation!" Loud as I possibly can.
Okay.
Hoping to attract some attention here, because I ain't trying to hide anything with this thing. Can I get to it within 60 feet?
You are within 50, so yes, you can.
That's all I'll be able to do. No, it's range. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Get within melee range and attack. It's in 50, so I'd have 10 feet of movement left. So
So
yeah.
as soon as you get 10 feet in, I
Okay.
need you to make me a. It is like the ground itself is like dough as you step in, and the hard cobblestone is like it's muddy water as you just like stumble and fall around as it becomes difficult terrain.
Need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit! Oh great. 14.
Okay, you are able to like make your way and move and finish up. You had a total of 60 feet of movement, right?
Yeah, so you can only move 5 more feet as every step below you seems to sink and then shift, and you're unable to get more forward movement as the ground around you is working against you.
Gotcha. So I'm not in melee range, correct?
No,
You are not. You were
Damn.
5 feet away from it.
Okay. Dodge action. That's my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Harold, You see Vinley attack it. You see Vaas run up, but as he gets close, the ground around it, you watch it visibly shift. What do you do?
I am going to attempt to cast. Well, let me see what range it is first before I just go. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to move within 60 feet.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to get closer than 60 feet. I'll move my full 30 in its direction.
Okay.
You're 40
and then
feet away from it.
Cool. I will go ahead and cast Phantasmal Force on it, which is a this is an int check on its behalf. I don't know if it. I'm seeing if it can even be illusioned around.
You're doing a. Did you say you're doing an seen through an illusion?
No, I'm
No,
making.
no.
Oh,
I'm making an illusion.
18 on its
8.
intelligence saving throw.
It's going to pass. So no worries there.
Damn.
Bonus action. Hell, I'll cast Hex on it.
Okay.
I attempt. Do you see me attempt to put a mask over its face? But Harold's like struggling to figure out where a mask would go on this thing, and it's like you see multiple eyes appearing on the illusionary mask, and finally Harold's like, and it just kind of dissipates. Like, screw it, and just hexes it. You know what? We're not actually going to hex it. We're going to give it the full-blown Hexblade's Curse.
Are you close enough for Hexblade's Curse?
Am I? No, I'm not. I have to be within 30 feet, so I will go ahead and hex it.
Okay, there you go.
What detriment are you putting on it?
What would this thing even use?
Magic or
I'm gonna
attacks?
go with Dex.
Okay.
Maybe it'll fall on the doughy ground.
Okay.
Oh no!
No, I can't.
I
can't
made a
tell you.
pact with you.
Look, man. Look, man.
Other way around. He made a pact with you.
I clearly
Seisha.
wasn't paying attention that day.
Seisha,
yeah.
you watch as Vinley rockets her magic missiles. Vaas runs up. Harold trying to manipulate it. As all of this, you feel emboldened, and you go to step forward as everything turns black.
Ah, damn.
And once again, standing before you, you see your seraph consumed by the mass of tentacles and tendrils as it screams. They're writhing in and down its mouth, and you can do nothing but stand there in horror.
In the pitch black, you start to see what looks to be stars out in the distance. And in the back of your mind, you hear the same voice.
Shit.
This doesn't bode well.
V.
You were
Yeah.
paralyzed. That is your turn.
Okay.
Damn.
Yep. V.
Yeah.
You all seeing this. You watch as everyone around you turns into one of these beings, as the world around shifts and morphs just as it does underneath them. You are under vivid hallucinations, and you have disadvantage on
All ability checks.
Yes, disadvantage on all ability checks.
Does that include
Amazing.
saving throws? I don't think that does it?
No, that's not an ability check.
Athletics check, deception, etc., etc.
Great.
Woo! Is that my turn, or do I
No,
get
you-
to have an
you
action?
have a turn.
Yeah, you have a turn. You just see all of your
Oh.
friends turn into these creatures.
Okay. So first it's like does she have, I mean, she has no inkling that this was like a spell, right? She's just like, okay, everyone's evil. I guess I should just defeat everyone non-lethally and hope maybe everyone will eventually turn back.
That's fair.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And she
Oh, it's closest.
Do it.
There's
closest.
two
man.
people close to you.
There's so many people close to me.
Nope,
Oh my god.
there is Averin
Oh,
and
two.
Seisha.
Yeah, two people close to you.
Oh, hey.
Okay, well,
Oh god, she's paralyzed.
okay, so yep.
But I still
yeah.
have armor.
Oh my
She-
god.
she's
All right,
gonna-
so I get the sword out and I'm just like, well, I guess it's time to defeat everybody.
I love it. I love it.
I knew this day would come eventually.
Okay, hold on.
And she attacks, but is like too confused and upset to rage, really. So I guess I attack at disadvantage. No.
Nope.
Only
Nope.
I attack at normal.
You just attacking normal.
High or low, V? High or low?
Hi.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You turn and you attack Seisha first. You can roll with advantage because she's paralyzed.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do that.
Every hit's a crit.
Am I within 5 feet of Seisha?
You are not within 5 feet. You're within 10 feet or 5 feet of V, and so like V's like
17 to hit.
in between you two.
Miss. I
Or,
miss.
well, it doesn't hit. It doesn't pierce my armor.
So, yeah, 17 to hit.
Yeah.
So miss. I miss, and then so I'm gonna attack again.
Yep.
Ah! No!
And this time it is a dirty 20.
Nope.
All right, miss again.
Yeah. So
And
both.
she's just like, so this raises the standard in V for all of the monsters, and she's like, oh my god.
Yeah. So you, Avrin, you watch as this massive woman pulls this jawbone blade from her back as she then looks wildly at everything around her and then swings towards Seisha. You see the blade slam against the armor, but it makes no purchase. And you see that Seisha is just kind of standing there taking it.
You notice that she does not use the blade of the sword. As she swings, she turns it almost like a paddle and smacks it up against the armor as it rings out with this metallic like hum.
V.
I'm just bitch slapping V with my
Guys.
sword.
Effective.
Guys,
That doesn't make any
Somebody
sense.
pointed out in chat, do I drop my shield when I'm paralyzed?
No, it's strapped to your arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you let go of it, but it's still strapped here to your forearm, so
Do I
it's
get
just
the AC?
hanging there.
Yeah.
It stays to your AC.
Okay.
We'll describe the effects of what happens.
Just making sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't
Very
see
chat.
where your shield is. I just see you as a monster. So I could very well just be literally slapping your shield multiple times.
But V, what you see is you are slamming your blade up against this creature as it just warbles with every hit and seems to take each blow, unaffecting it.
Oh, good. She's like, I gotta swing harder. Then that's the answer.
That's how V thinks.
Avrin, you watching all of this madness unseen, what do you do?
Oh God.
Lament.
I was just trying to visit, and then the abominations and far realm stuff is happening. I don't know. This is not really my scene. Things have gone complicated. I'm gonna cast fairy fire on it.
Okay.
I'm just like going to like shoot a little tiny dart that just goes out my armor. It just goes like a sparkler and hits it.
And
You
that's
make a little whistle
deck
noise.
save, correct?
It's a deck save and not a very hard one,
14.
but it's at disadvantage, right?
Ooh. Why is it at disadvantage?
Because of
Because of the
arrows.
yeah.
No.
It's dex checks, not dex saving throws.
Yep. Always with hexing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yep, it is not saving
Oh.
throws. It is just checks.
It saves.
Okay.
I won't make that mistake
again.
Damn.
Um,
Well,
This
as
thing is
a-
very good at saving.
as a magical rocket fires out of your armor and showers the area. Ooh, Vaas may have to make the save as well, unless you were pushing it behind Vaas.
I wouldn't be
Right.
trying to. I would try to make sure no one else was targeted.
Got it.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
No problem.
Okay.
And as a
Go
shower
get him. Go get him, buddy.
magical light fills this area, but seems to have no effect as it does not cling to the aberrant form. Vinley, you watch as everyone tries to make their way forward, and then Seisha being still and not moving, and V attacking her. You still atop the bricked wall. You see multiple choices. What do you do?
Is the thing gone?
Yeah, it's its turn. Devin got ahead of himself.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you watch as it slowly starts to shamble towards you, Vaas.
I don't know why I
As-
said anything.
Oh no, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted
Okay.
to say I do try to move myself in the position of Harold, like within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
Sweet.
One of the massive forms begins to move away from you. Do you take an attack of opportunity against it?
Yeah, I'm curious to know if they're all this strong.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit. Regular, not advantage.
Okay. I will take this one.
What level are you, Avron?
I'm 3.
Oh, good. I'm only a level 7 barbarian. You should be fine.
Yeah.
What's
It'll
your
be
con?
2 hits instead of
Okay.
1.
See how you've been rolling. I'm not too worried.
I've been rolling like garbo. So, and this roll is no exception. I rolled a 15.
No.
Okay, I think so. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
I had a cutting words all lined up.
I'm like
The
walking
bees-
over. I'm walking over to Harold, and then like a great
A great sword made from the jawbone of a behir comes swinging over you.
Yeah,
and
I just duck slightly, and I'm
You're
I
like-
don't even
Yeah.
like look over.
So V's fear is starting to like spike, and she's like, "Oh my god, they're all so much stronger than I thought. How am I supposed to take them all down? Oh no! What about my friends? They're gonna be these monsters forever."
Yep.
Like, she's just starting to spiral.
So Vaas,
You should eat them alive,
Yeah.
so you can gain their strength.
So
All of a
wives'
sudden-
tale doesn't work.
this it begins to just convulse, and the same black vial that he vomited on his friend comes from it. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Sweet.
Wait, oh, that was last round.
Really
Wait, no, it's the
close.
same round. He took the dodge action, didn't he?
I did.
It's
so I have
still a
advantage on
dexterity
it.
saving throw.
It's
not
still a
an
dexterity
attack.
saving throw, but I have advantage on it. 18.
Why you don't have advantage on dex saves?
Oh, it's
Even though I dodged.
Dodge just gives disadvantage to attacks against you. It doesn't give you advantage on dex saves.
Okay.
Oh no.
That would be an 11 then after the reroll.
Okay.
All right. You are blinded as this vial hits you square in the face, and it just gets in your eyes, and you can't see anything, and you can feel it starting to like seep in and burn your flesh. You don't take any damage, but you are considered blinded.
I'm reading the dodge from D&D Beyond. When you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks. It says, if you can see the attacker, you make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
I apologize on that. That is my bad.
Okay,
100%.
I
that
didn't
wasn't.
know that's how it worked either. That's awesome.
You-
Yeah,
that-
I
you-
have the same thing for my character.
Duck
Okay.
and weave, and you do not take that blinding spittle into the face. So apologize on that.
That's okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah,
Saved
no, no.
by
legit.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond
did it.
saved my.
But it's
Imagining
still
passerbyers seeing
D&D
this
Beyond saved my
group.
baby.
I'm just imagining like a passerby seeing this completely incompetent group of adventurers all just like moving and like hitting each other and like doing literally nothing.
And it's just Vaas like lurching up from the bottom of the my eyes.
us.
And then what's like clink, clink,
Yes,
clink.
yes.
But,
Gotcha.
from its form comes out multiple tentacles that lash out towards you.
Yep. Disadvantage.
Yep. Seeing it coming, you dodging from the spittle, roll across the ground and narrowly miss the tentacles as it then looms over you.
And attempts to bite down on you with one of its hundreds of teeth that surround its body.
That's fair.
Don't care for that.
15.
15 misses.
All right.
Thankfully.
You bring up your blade as it chomps down, and you can see its mouth just latching onto the rapier. But you are able to stand back up and pull away.
Whew.
Now, Vinley, seeing all of this, you see Vaas entangled with this creature. You see V attacking Seisha and attacking Avron. You see Harold and Avron standing side by side. You have multiple options. What do you do?
Vinley's demeanor changes from like, ooh, a fight to a fight. And she's going to get down and get within 30 feet of this creature.
Oh.
You just so you know, you are currently 10 feet up on a wall. So you're just gonna jump down.
Can I acrobatics down?
You can make me
Okay.
an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Okay. Acrobatics is.
I was ready for you to face plant
16,
so
okay.
hard.
You
Okay,
hit,
okay.
you roll into it. You don't fall prone or anything, and you don't take any fall damage, and you keep going. So that's
All right.
10 feet of movement right there.
I just want to be within 30 feet of this thing.
You're within 30 feet of it.
Okay, I'm going to look up at it and just hold up one of my sleeved arms to where just the bone wand is sticking out. And I'm going to say wither and die and cast blight.
Ooh, nice. Is it a deck save?
Con save, unfortunately.
Con save. Okay.
It looks pretty beefy.
Yeah, this thing just like is a demonic sausage that found its way here.
15.
15 makes it, but
Sounds
it still
delicious.
takes half damage.
Okay, it'll take half this.
Delicious demonic sausage. Forbidden donut.
Served in a donut?
Forbidden donut.
I get reference.
40 points of necrotic.
Is that halved already?
No.
Okay. So it'll take 20. And
Ooh.
describe what this looks like.
So Vinley holds out her bone wand, and when she says wither and die, these vines come up, and they're beautiful and lush and gorgeous, and they even have flowers sprouting off of them. And then they, all out of nowhere, grab on to the creature and then just wither, and everywhere that the vines touch begin to wither as well.
So as it wraps around, it begins to convulse and squirm. And so the vines can't quite get a full grasp on it, but you watch as it brushes up against you. A few of the bits of the purple tinted flesh begins to turn black and wither away from where it hits as they dissolve and crumble into dust.
Yeah, it's like a nasty, old, bruised, and rotten eggplant.
Yep.
She smiles wickedly at that.
Boss, it's your turn.
Grand. Hearing a commotion behind me, look behind and say, I could use some assistance, and watching Viomeliana just bang uselessly on Seisha's armor, but seeing her paralyzed there, I can't even get out of the grasp of this creature with the ground unsteady. I've seen this before. I know what this is, right?
You you have no idea what this is.
I've never seen them. Like,
He's referring to what's happening to Seisha. And
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah.
This
This thing, no, I have no idea
got
what it is.
You're not sure what's happening to V. You've seen her kind of lose her mind before. Seisha is mirroring very much the same way V did the first time you guys made your way into Renair's house and saw the winged creatures.
Okay. Can I reach it?
So you're right in front of it, and
Okay.
as you look back and look on, you start to realize that you hear whispers, like just, and I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, damn.
Oh!
It's
Probably 'cause I'm too
snuggle
close to it.
time.
As it is
Natural 20.
so nice.
No.
That's what's up!
It is
Green flame!
Butter.
discoherenting, but you focus yourself. Your best friend is back there, unmoving. You know that you're pretty much it right now. You look over, you see Harold and the strange god from another realm standing next to him.
Slave
As you
god.
turn back, looking at this aberration of massive flesh, mouths, eyes, and tentacles. Your mind is yours. What do you do?
It has to die now. Knowing that I'm going to have to just go toe-to-toe, mano-a-mano with this thing, I approach and I attack.
Okay.
I'm not comfortable doing this, but I can't do my usual swashbuckler bullshit because the ground's unsteady. So I move close and I attack.
It's right up on you, so you just attack. So go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay. 23 to hit.
23, yes. You slam your rapier into its fleshy form.
How effective does this seem? 15.
They just turned not a damn.
22 points of damage.
Got it.
That's my
Oh, yes.
boss. Yeah.
Yes, you slam through an open mouth that's chattering towards you. You pierce the rapier all the way back up to its hilt, pulling it back. And you're pulling back like black ichor.
Oh. Do I feel like I'm damaging this thing, though?
You're cutting into it.
Yep.
Vile and flesh and chunks are coming off of it.
It's not immune to an ass kicking.
Awesome.
Yeah, it has like 20 of them.
Second attack with Mage Bane. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Natural
All right.
1.
Oh man,
God's
what a
given him to take
journey!
it away.
Make a strength saving throw as you go to stab. One of the tentacles wraps around your wrist and tries to wrench the dagger from your hand.
Damn it. Oh, 19.
You hang on to the dagger, and as it's about to be pulled into the mass of flesh, and you pull it back at the last second, holding on to Mage Bane.
Harold, you're watching Vaas solo this thing, knowing that he is alone. You're looking back. Your friend that should be up there with him is occupied with Seisha. What do you do?
Shit, I close as much distance as I can.
Okay.
It's not working. Let's see.
No.
Hey, bud.
Yep. You get within 15 feet of it as you are right behind Vaas watching this thing wrap tentacles around him as he's fighting it off. You're unable to get into melee range. Yep.
All right.
And
I
I
got
need
you
you to
back.
make a strength saving throw as you run into that same cobblestone, the
Oh, no.
hard ground to just dough-like
Damn it.
material.
Your strength saves are actually better than mine, I think.
I don't think that's accurate unless you have a negative.
Oh, I got a. Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess it's true.
14?
Okay, you're able to maintain your footing, but you can
Sweet.
get no closer to it as the ground has become difficult terrain.
That's A-okay. I'm going to go ahead and give, for my bonus action, Hexblade's Curse, and then he's going to get some Eldritch Blast as I start flinging knives.
So you pulling out the dagger, stabbed into you by this undead creature that you learn to be Avron, who's standing 30 feet away from you now.
I turn and look over and I'm like, this is weird.
Crystalline dagger, and as you look at it and you look up, you point it and you watch as there's a glow of purple energy as this mask materializes over it and sears into its flesh, cursing it with your Hexblade's Curse. And you point into it, flip it up, and throw it. And as you throw it, it splits into 2 ethereal daggers and slams into it. Go ahead and roll your 2 attacks.
All right, here we go. And I'm going to, before I throw them, I'm going to turn to Avron and I'm like, top of the list. And then I throw them. I crit on one.
Nice.
Okay.
Because of Hexblade's Curse, I rolled a 19. The other one is a I'm sorry, 18 to hit.
Both slam. The first one slamming into it, and you watch as like its form sucks the dagger in all around it as you then see all the crystalline shards explode out, splintering this thing into bits as the second one then sinks and does the same.
Okay, so let me go ahead and get my damage. And so the first one, I will have an automatic 10, correct? Because I crit?
No, because this is a spell, so
Oh,
you
so I just double the
Yep.
dice.
So
Okay.
you'll roll 2d10, 2d6.
Oh, that's right. I'll double those too. Nice. Sweet.
It's nice.
It's very nice.
It's
Oh,
very
it is
nice.
very nice.
It's very nice.
29.
Nice.
29. Got it.
And then my second damage will be 5.
Duly noted.
You watch as this explosion of shrapnel comes out of this thing as the knife then reforms back in Harold's hand. All of this massive cavity that turns into a giant mouth, and then all of the small tendrils come out of the other explosions. Seisha.
Does it take a damage thing for taking 29 at once?
Oh,
It might.
It
From
does.
one attack. I'll look that up.
So, Seisha,
yeah.
you stand here staring again at this void as you can do nothing, as your solar guardian seraph is bound in this wreathing tendrils. Start to notice that the stars in the sky begin to get bigger and bigger as they slowly start turning not into stars but into eyes. That same cacophony of voices begin to just chatter over and over and over again. And you watch as you can see the wings begin to get torn off. And as it does, the wing mutates and forms and bits of flesh and almost like a hand of tentacles grows out of where the wing was and replaces it as this tentacle hand wing. And you slowly watch as bits and bits of it continue to be ripped and replaced by just unthinkable things. That is your turn.
Harold, what type of damage was it?
It's force.
Do I get to make a save or anything?
Unfortunately, you do not.
Damn.
It was force damage, and then the hex is I believe it's also force. Let me check.
It's part of it.
It's necrotic.
It's force.
Yeah.
Oh, it's necrotic. Got it.
It's necrotic.
Ooh, that means that the combined, it has to be damage from one type.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Then the 10 of it was necrotic. 19 of it was.
Got it. Yep.
So it does not beat the 25 threshold. For
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm crying, man.
Hey, real good.
You've done the most damage to it out of all of us.
V, you're still next to one of these creatures.
Yes. So at this point, V has realized that she has attacked a few times now and that nothing is attacking her or attacking back. But she did notice that one of the creatures is heavily attacking another creature across the way by the fountain.
Okay.
And so V's like, okay, so these creatures are my friends. Maybe they still know they're my friends. And if I kill that one, they'll go back to normal.
Hey.
And so
Solid
she's
solid.
like still scared to pass all of these things, but she's like, they haven't attacked me yet. So I'm just gonna go 40 feet towards that one and hope I'm attacking the right thing.
That is really actually smart.
Yeah.
Like such a barbarian
Really
way
well
of
reasoned.
thinking about it.
So
Like, wait a second.
you head up and you come right up on you have to pass by one of them to get close to it. You don't have enough movement with your 40 feet. You can double move and get up on it, but you won't be able to attack this round.
Okay, well, here's what I can do. I have
But
a
you are
javelin,
standing next to one of them right now.
but I could use my javelin, which
could.
is ranged for 30 feet.
Absolutely.
And so I'm like, okay, so I move and I'm just like, I really hope I pick the right one because she really believes it has to die
Okay.
in order to save her friends. So she's now hitting to kill. So no more non-lethal damage. And so okay, so she's gonna rage.
Okay.
Avery.
And
Yes,
I'm
she
scared.
is.
Uh-oh.
so she's gonna rage and throw
Okay.
her javelin.
All
Okay.
right. So as you rage,
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Oh no.
As you
yes.
reach, Averin, you watch for the first time
Oh.
these red ethereal beings scream out of her. The first one grabs onto the javelin and it looks just like her, but with different tattoo markings as she launches out of her, hurling this javelin in her hand, trying to slam it into this creature. The other two is one.
I nod towards it. This thing.
Yeah.
I'm like cool tattoos. Do
One
they mean anything?
One is a massive man with a blade as big as the Bahir blade, but it is a solid slab of sharpened butcher blade metal. Hanging from him is just tattered leathers soaked in blood. And another one is this woman that comes out wearing what looks to be like a belly dancer's, but tribal in ways, as drums are and tambourines are around her belt, and she dervishly dances with two
sickles.
Yeah, No, 2 scimitars.
Scimitars, that's right.
Yep, and is beating the drums as she's moving closer, and there's this rhythm of pure primal rage that radiates out from this young noble barbarian.
So, and all of them appear to be Goliaths, and they're ethereal, red, ghostly beings that form around her as she throws this javelin. So go ahead and make your attack.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This happened last week and it happened again. And
What'd you get?
what are the fucking chances?
One.
A 1.
So, no.
A 1 and a 2.
No,
Well-
I got a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
So that means I hit for 8.
And you throw, and unsure of which one may be your friends and which one may be the main one, you're not quite sure. You throw it and it goes wide, and you watch it just slams into the like almost bronze-like fence of one of the noble houses behind it as it just embeds itself in there. And that's it.
Today's not my day.
I didn't see that.
Not my day.
I didn't see that.
Ooh.
The other one,
Her
genuinely
ancestors
did.
were trying to help her, and they couldn't even manage to hit me.
the other one, the one you rolled a 1 on, you see the tendrils grab it from out of the air and then just break it into multiple shards as it drops it to the ground.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian,
Wait. That was only 1 roll with the advantage.
Oh, reckless?
So I didn't. Yeah, I was going to do
okay.
it recklessly.
Oh,
I
got
haven't.
got
I
it.
didn't.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
I'm
it.
sorry.
Make your
No,
second
of course. You
attack.
get your second attack. You have a second javelin.
So I have a second attack. So wait, I was like, wait a minute.
Super angry. Super angry.
Oh my god, what the actual shit? Okay, so this time it's a 13 to hit.
With the
Damn.
second one, then it goes and you watch it grab the javelin, and you see your grandmother just take it and then slam further down into its body as the javelin pierces through its hide.
Roll damage.
Finally!
Oh, you got it. Nice.
Oh my god, V's like, geez, finally, at least one of them's kind of vulnerable. Okay, so I roll, what do I roll for javelin? 1d6, okay. 7 damage. Only 7
Okay.
damage.
That's 7 more than it had. Yeah, you took 7 more
Yeah,
off.
I'm used to dealing 10 plus damage.
We need everything we can get.
Yeah.
Vaas says as he's literally surrounded by mouth. I'll take whatever we got.
So, quick question: when
tanking.
any of them talk, what does V hear?
You don't hear anything from around you.
Okay, so I don't
Not
hear.
yet.
I don't hear any monster sounds. It's
You
just-
hear the whispers that you heard before, but it's not close. You're not. It seems
Weird.
to be emanating from the pile of 3 at the end of the street.
Yes. If Vinley were to talk, because you're right next to Vinley, you would hear whispers. It would not sound like Vinley.
Don't like that. Okay.
Yep, you are heavily hallucinating.
Yep.
Avrin, watching all of these ancestral, ethereal barbarians rage out of this woman.
It's your turn.
What do you do?
Okay, cool. I cast
Unimpressed.
Expeditious Retreat, which I'm not retreating. I'm using my bonus action to basically take the dash action,
Okay.
Okay.
and I'm running right into the beast.
Okay.
I'm like, right, I'm gonna be what's for dinner, I think. And I just rush past Harold, and I rush past
Boss.
and I punch it.
Go ahead and
Punch
make
it.
a strength saving throw as you move into 10 feet around it as the earth around you starts to bubble and boil and wave.
How's an 8? Oh, well, -1. How's a 17?
17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Right up.
even impeded by it. You continue to move. It's a little weird at first because you're like, oh, hey, that's not cobblestone. That's like butter.
That's butter.
Butter.
Very gross. Uncomfortable. And I'm just gonna one of my gauntlets just charges up, and you hear this kind of humming sound, and I just want to try to punch it right in the face.
Go
Absolutely.
ahead, roll to attack.
You say it's mouths, don't you? What are you doing? As you get closer.
Does 15 hit?
It
15.
does.
So
Well, damn.
running up, you feel the warble of the
Sweet.
cobblestone beneath you as you use one of its upswings to come up and Superman punch it straight in the face of this massive mouth. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lot. But here's the fun thing about being an armorer. Once I've hit it, all of its attacks on anyone other than me till the end of my turn is at disadvantage.
Oh man, there's double on that right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I don't know if it doubles, but well, whatever. I'm punching it right in the face.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I actually do 8.
8. Nice.
8 points of damage. Thunder damage.
Harold's
So-
just staring in disbelief, like, "What are you doing?"
No, and I'm punching it in the way that, like, not only do I hit one set of mouths, I want to hit like 3 in a
yeah.
row and just knock the teeth out of all 3 of the mouths.
Absolutely. And as you do, there's this cacophonous just boom as you hit with your thunder gauntlet, and it just echoes out around this thoroughfare that you're in.
Harold has a moment of like cheering.
Oh, I love it.
This is really the perfect patron for Harold and Son.
It really is.
Nope. Okay.
What are the chances?
So the tendrils wrap out, and one of them goes to Vaas, but one of the mouths kind of morphs and changes with teeth as it lunges at you, Avron.
So
okay, come get
the
it.
tendril that goes towards Voss, you watch as the aftershock of your thunder gauntlet ripple through it, as also this ethereal woman goes up and tries to grab, but it snakes and slithers out and still goes to hit for a 22.
Yes.
To Vaas?
To Vaas, yes.
It's
that was
hitting
with
Vaas?
disadvantage.
It is.
Is Vaas within 5? So it hit, though.
It did hit.
Okay, I'm going to use Vigilant Guardian.
Okay.
I can do this once. I'm using only once per long rest. I literally switch places. I shove my body in front of Vaas,
Okay.
and I take the hit.
Okay.
So I cover Vaas with my cursed metal body. It's the perfect size for my little body.
I am visibly shocked by this.
Okay. So
Can I ask real quick before you continue?
Yes.
Does it automatically make you hit, or can I?
Yeah. If
Okay.
they hit somebody else, I take the hit.
Got it. Okay, cool.
There's
Just making sure.
that's the end of it. Otherwise,
Got
it gets pretty abusive.
That's fair. I was like, can I cutting words that?
Vigilant Guardian, when a creature you see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swap places with that creature.
Dope. Okay, so it went
Or then hit by that attack instead.
actively jumping in front of a bullet.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it.
So the tentacle then wraps around you as you jump in front of Voss, crushing you for 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Well, that's not going to go well. That's not my strong suit anymore. And I got 2.
Oh!
So,
That might be a grapple, I think.
if I'm
don't know
lucky,
what
it's a
they do.
grapple.
You are considered restrained as it wraps around you, and your arms are bound up on it. It now lunges for you with a bite, with
Is it
advantage
too-
because
is it-
you're now
is
restrained.
it Sunday already?
Wait, but doesn't it have double disadvantage?
Nah.
So would it, be
It does
normal?
have it
I think it's
technically-
disadvantage for anybody against other than him.
and
Yeah.
other than V.
So I don't think, but
Strange.
because things can't stack
Yep.
multiple, I
Yeah,
think
you
it
Right,
can't
but
stack
would
it
to
it
to
be,
Avron.
would it be
disadvantage.
normal?
Yeah, so-
since-
but it reverted to Avron because abilities don't stack on top of
Yeah,
each
so
other.
he was the
Yeah.
last one to have that ability.
Yep.
So it would be his ability
Got
that
it.
goes first.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
Narratively, we'll
Got it.
describe it as both, but
But
as
a
this-
13 hit you?
What, me?
Yep.
Oh, no. I have an
with
18
advantage.
armor class. So,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, it like bites down and your armor just gnawing at this armor, and the alchemical mixture in it hardens around you, and it cannot pierce the armor with this bite attack.
Very gross. Okay, cool. All right. Where are you from?
You
then
better
you
not be
hear-
into this thing.
You hear the whistles of the watch
Oh,
rounding the corner
great.
as they come up upon it. And you watch Harold, Averin, and Vaas all watch as their eyes just kind of stare off.
Oh, damn it. I
Didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that.
Me either.
Yep. As then they all look towards everything in the same kind of haze that V has.
Oh, crap. Wow.
We're gonna have to fight the cops.
I screwed us tremendously. Wow.
What you want? What you gonna do?
Oh, God.
Oh man, I would. Okay, let's film that when we have time, guys.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
film
the plan.
Waterdeep Cops.
That's exactly it. I would be down in a heartbeat.
That episode of the cops where they all hallucinate that everyone's trying to kill them.
Yeah, they don't get an attack.
We got illegal use of phantasmal force on a.
Sir,
They
please put a
dash.
shirt on.
Go ahead.
They dash as their action, so they don't get an attack this round. You do see one of them run up to the main mass, but two run up on you, Vaas, and one runs up on you, Avery.
Great.
Vinley.
Vinley, seeing all this happen, she's just going to, and Avern's still grappled by it or
You're
restrained.
still
by it.
restrained, yes.
Correct. Yep. Grappled and
She's just
restrained.
going to say under her breath, "Man, I wanted to study him," and release a third level magic missile.
Okay.
I'm,
Roll that damage.
God.
Uh-oh.
I don't have to count it.
It's going bad quick,
no.
man.
They're all fours.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
20,
Nice.
25.
25. You watch as she holds the wand. You're casting from the magic missile wand, correct?
My
No.
wand.
Oh, your regular wand. Got it.
Yeah.
So you cast from your wooden oak wand that's twisted and bent as this beam of energy, all singular into one point, flies right past through everyone, snakes its way through, and you feel for a second that it has completely missed its target as it then does a U-turn and slams it from the back, missing everyone, and does 25 points of force damage. And that is
enough.
25 points of a singular type of damage. So roll a d6.
Nice.
Put the hurt on this thing.
As it will do massive damage, lingering damage.
Hopefully I'll join
Yeah.
you.
5. Come on.
Get out of here, Amy. You don't know me.
You can't see me.
You can't see me.
Breath.
Sweet WWE reference.
You watch as this beam slams into this creature and
It actually
pushes it back. Slams into this creature, and all of the mouths scream out as if it was been gut punched and exhaling all of its breath from if it has any lungs. And then you watch as it like slumbers back 10 feet away from you.
taking Averin with it because you're
Yep.
attached.
Yep.
Oh.
I need.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm unwilling. I mean,
And Vinley is actually going to move to Harold's side of the fountain, away from V, who she just saw try and attack us.
Mm.
And she's just like, "Please don't hit me." As
V,
she
do you
walks
take
back.
an attack against the one next to you? It did not attack you. You see mass of like eyeballs come out of it, flying towards this other creature and slam into it.
No, I don't take attack of opportunity.
Okay.
V has made up her mind that her friends have become deformed monsters, and it's up to her to save them. And that's
Okay.
what's going on through her head right now. Is she's just like, oh my god, my poor deformed monster friends. They're still okay on the inside, just not on the outside. They're ugly now.
With the worst possible outcome.
Vaas,
It's tragedy.
calling the guard at your aid. It looks as if they were trying to surround it, but their eyes seem kind of focused on you and Avron.
Yeah.
I need you to make another wisdom saving throw as that
Damn it.
same the chittering and sounds of this
Come on, come on,
creature
come on.
reaching out towards you, entering your mind, filling it with
Natural one.
haunting dreams.
Oh no!
All right, you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn.
And roll a d8.
7.
Oh, it's funny. It just says Murder Herald here.
Okay.
Looking through notes. Murder Herald.
Logan, this was not the time to roll a 1.
I
I'll be
refuse to
replacing
lie.
Herald on D4, everyone.
Roll high or low.
Say high or low.
Yeah, say high or low.
Hi.
High? Okay.
Yep. You cut down into the guard on your right. I need you to make an attack roll against it.
15.
You slam against its plate armor as it tinks off of it. And you notice like it has this same like just almost dead look to his eyes, all black as he just looks at you, slack-jawed, unmoving, uncaring that you just attacked him.
But for you, you see a creature you hate most.
Okay. Don't even describe it.
Yep.
Okay.
You still have a second attack, don't you? Or you only have one attack?
It
If I'm
doesn't
seeing-
matter. Nope, that's all you do. That
Oh,
you make
so
one
one-
attack against it, and that's it.
Okay. That's it then. It's my turn.
Ethan,
Sorry.
Okay.
you okay?
Seeing-
Yeah, my cat was demanding pets. And she's my real life patron, so
I had to kick mine out of the room because she
Harold.
started knocking everything over.
Yeah.
You watch as Voss blatantly attacks a watch guard.
oh no.
You hear me scream something in Orcish.
I
And you see Avron being dragged away from you.
more importantly, I see the cop get hit and then not react at all.
Correct.
Yep.
Something's weird. This is brain fuckery. I know brain fuckery when I see it. I am going to I'm gonna keep swinging on the thing. I have to.
Okay.
Okay, so
yes,
at the start of your
please.
turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as
Ah,
the
Jesus.
whispers of this thing start to creep into the back of your mind.
You know, I'll pass on that. I just don't want to.
We'll see if you
Don't
pass or not.
Is that an option?
8.
8?
8.
Damn.
How close am I to Seisha?
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
you're
you're-
25 feet away from it.
Yep.
Never
So
mind.
because Vinley pushed it away, it pushed the whispers just out of reach to infect your mind. So you do not have to make that save.
Yep.
Thank goodness. Else.
But as you move forward, we do need you to make a strength saving throw as the ground around it seems to warble and wave, turning
Do I
stone
need to,
into flesh.
Do I need to move to be able to hit it?
Mhm.
No, you don't. If you're gonna Eldritch Blast, you don't have to move it.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast. I'm not.
Okay.
I got to be near these
Thank you.
cops so I could try to stop this.
So do you take 5? Do you step up to be within 5 feet of the watch?
No.
Got it.
Not that either.
Yep. So, sounds good. You're there. You
I'm fine. I'll just I'll shoot. No advantage on this, I'm assuming.
no.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Swinging. Sweet. 23.
That'll hit.
Okay, and the next attack will be for 12.
will also hit.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
Again, you throw this crystalline dagger as again it splits into two separate daggers, end over end, and both slam into the side of this flesh of this.
Right, I'm
creature.
counting on you, my Rick and Morty dice. Let's see it. All right.
You wouldn't be able to do this unless I came here. So
it's 19 total damage.
I'm a benevolent god.
I listen. I can do that, but you gotta slip me some gold. I'm fine doing it. Just I need payment. So yeah, total 19 damage. Do you need me to split that for you guys? Okay.
These are guards.
They were.
Oh wait, it's more than 19. I apologize because they're hexblade cursed. It is 25. It's 25 total.
Sing us a swan song.
Awesome.
Nice.
So Harold, seeing all the madness about all this sort of thing and like trying to put together like, oh, what am I going to do? He is going to kind of knowing the power is within him. He kind of like focuses on the knife and he flings one and it flies above Averin, stops dead, and then cuts the tentacle. And then it splits from where it bounces off the ground and two knives pierce through either side of it. And as it kind of out the other side, they turn to like, they explode inside it and the pieces reform into Harold's hand. He's like, top of the list.
The thousands of mouths continue wailing and chattering as the mass of writhing, formless beings shrinks back down into a humanoid form as the flesh returns to it. Extremely dark, bruised purple of twisted flesh. It still retains the countless pustule eyes and gibbering as they exhale their last breath and closing to a furrowed lip, unmoving with an unnerving grin.
Where his eyes once were are two similar unnerving lipless mouths of grinning teeth. A few scrapes of his clothes left behind, shredded in the mutation, are left behind as well as a few small pouches.
But the guard around you
are still in that state of mind.
Damn it.
Oh, what about Vaas?
We'll let you know on Vaas's turn.
Can I use my movement to get between Vaas and one of those guards?
You can't get between him, but you can get up on right next to him.
Right, that's what I'll do. I'll get right up on that so I can grab a hold.
Yep.
Stop that! No!
All right, that is Harold's turn. It is now Seisha.
Seisha, watching your guardian be completely consumed once again, you hear the voice.
You're mine.
No, I'm not.
As your eyes turn black.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, no.
This is only getting worse. It's only getting worse.
Bad things are happening.
B, you see your best friend literally decimate this thing as it shifts back into a humanoid form, but still twisted and ugly as it falls to the ground, dropping Averin to the ground. But all of the guards that surround still seem extremely agitated as they all have their eyes fixated on everyone around them.
So
But
All
they
your friends,
also-
yes, they still look gross and tentacly.
all my friends are gross and tentacly still?
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And I see the one that I thought was the cause if it died, die.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry. It wasn't enough. Which one of you is the real one? Which one of you has to die? I'm just gonna knock all of you out. So I go to attack the closest one to me. Who's the closest one to me?
Vinley.
Harold's like, no, but it's just coming out.
So I'll walk however many feet. I have 40 feet of movement
you get right up on her.
to Vinley, and I'm going to recklessly attack, obviously twice, but non-lethal damage because I know they're my friends and they're sick, and I'm just gonna have to get them somewhere to be
Yep.
in
Fair.
their transformation.
If you're listening to the podcast, if you could just see Rita's face.
Oh my god, I rolled 2 19s, so that would be
That's great. Fantastic.
Now?
that would be 20. So that would be 20. Okay, well, I rolled 4 die.
Did I just walk into some group drama?
Yeah.
Accusing you of lying, but you know.
So,
You're attacking
26
recklessly with both attacks. Yeah.
yeah, so I rolled 4 die. That's 26 to hit each
On both of
one.
them.
On both of them.
Yep.
So the first attack is going to do...
Just got her back. Don't kill her again.
She said non-lethal.
I
She's
did
going
not
on lethal.
lethal.
She's like, I'm
I'm
gonna
I'm
knock
trying
them
to
out.
knock all of you out.
I thought my groups were dysfunctional.
Yeah, right. welcome to the BFGs.
Yeah, we're gonna be pretty good until we throw madness at
15
them.
points of damage for the first one.
How much?
And then 15 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do
She's almost gone. She's almost out.
16 points for the second.
Boom! She's out cold.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
legally-
you accomplished your mission.
Vinley, you were unconscious.
Oh, that is first of
Good
the 4
God.
of you. Or 5, because they've run.
Harold watches you just knock fucking Finley out.
Yep. Yep, and Harold would be the next closest one. So you still have 15 feet of movement. Would you like to move towards Harold?
So you get for laughing.
Yeah.
Why are you
Moving
laughing?
towards Harold, I'm ready my next attack.
Yep.
And I'm going to take any opportunity I can now.
Got it. All right. That is
This looming shadow falling over Harold.
This is for your own good.
Averin, you are prone on the ground,
Just go sleep.
surrounded by a bunch of guards.
Okay, not first time.
Won't be the last.
What's
Yep.
one of them.
I'm prone.
Is,
Is it
Yep,
my
you're-
turn? Can
it
I
is your
just-
turn. It is your turn.
I'm gonna punch him in the knee.
I love
No,
it.
I'm not.
Don't adhere to your
Can-
laws.
So wait, how many guards do we have here who are like
there are
possessed?
four possessed guards.
Yeah, 4 watch members. Yeah.
Four. Oh, whatever. Okay. They got nothing. Can I non-lethally hit someone with a magic missile?
I don't
Can I bludgeon someone with magic missile?
think you can on
I
You
don't
know
think
what?
you can make a.
I don't care.
Can I
I'm gonna magic
non-lethally
missile.
fireball? Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Can I non-lethally fire? Yeah, no, you can't.
Well, I'm not
magic.
an evoker.
It's
So,
okay.
people listen. They knew what they signed up for.
All right.
He really
so-
is my god.
These aren't the first. Can I do all the darts hit one target, one creature, or several?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll hit each of them for 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
Are you're casting a second level?
No, I'm casting it first because
Okay, so three. You get three. You get three.
Yeah, I get
darts to
3.
choose.
So I will hit 3 of them
Okay.
in the head with magic missile.
Okay.
I'll show them.
I'll show them. That's a 3. That's all right. 3 points of damage.
Okay.
I haven't laughed this hard at a game in a
Tell your
long
mom.
time.
That's a 2.
Okay.
And
Don't
then,
forget to add 1 to each dart.
yeah, I am. That's the
Oh.
set bit. Yeah, and then that's a 5.
Hey, there we go.
Awesome.
Am I not a benevolent god?
Go
ground.
team.
Trust me, my basement in Waterdeep is filled with Crown's Guard. So the watch.
From the ground,
Self high five.
you raise your fist as a compartment lifts up, and these 3 missiles launch out into the sky and then come rocketing back down into 3 of the guards nearest
You.
nearest you and Harold.
Yep.
Are you staying off the ground?
I mean, column, little column A, little column B. I mean, either way, they're not cursed anymore, right? So,
They look pretty cursed to me.
well, exactly. I'm trying to cure them.
The magic missiles.
Listen, everyone works in their own ways, and I am mysterious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Real mysterious, Averin.
I could make it not mysterious.
Okay, fair. You don't keep it mysterious. We're fine with mysterious.
Listen, I'm only trying to save your life. That's cool. It's a good time. It's a good time for that. Just saved your friend's your friend Vaas, and now you're giving me critiques on how I
just
use
saved you. Top of the list.
All right.
bottom of the list.
So it is now
Yes.
the City Watch's turn.
1 moves up to you, Averin. 1 is on you, Harold. 1
Come
is
for
on
it.
you, Vaas. And you
Yep.
watch as another one turns on its friend as he goes to slash across the back
There are no allies on this battlefield.
Typical watch.
Typical watch.
All right.
This is the biggest cluster fudge of a fight.
And they couldn't find a dick with both hands. Oh, what do I know?
Harold, does a 17 hit you?
Shield.
Yes, but I will go ahead and shield that. Wait, no, I
Shield.
won't. I will take it.
Take it.
Yeah, because I need to save my reaction for somebody else.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
13 points of slashing damage as a great sword comes crashing down on top of you. As you are confused why this guy is attacking you now that the being is gone.
I thought we were cool.
Boss, a dirty 20 to hit you.
It's
How close is it to hitting you? Is it very close?
3 off. You would have to
I'm
take
gonna
away.
go ahead and use cutting
Sorry,
words.
you would have to take 4 off for it to miss.
I'm gonna use cutting words.
Okay. All right.
That's
Okay.
your reaction.
That's fine. That's why I saved it.
Okay.
I'm going to say something to the effect of, what are you guys? You guys suck so bad at your jobs. Look around. Do these look like people you should be hitting? And that will take 7 away.
And with that,
That misses. Nice.
this purple
Thank you.
ethereal mask slatches onto his face as he's like and swings wildly as the cutting words affects him, and he misses you.
Averin, you're still prone, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm all up in that prone.
Damn.
I'm not even trying to
Great
get up.
thing.
Does a 14
I'm just like
hit you?
lazily shooting magic missiles out my fist.
Oh no.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
No.
18. You need 18.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
So
sorry.
He runs up and he takes his great sword and he
Effectual.
goes to slam as you just kind of like move your body slowly out of the way, seeing it coming from a mile.
I mean, like real slow. I mean,
Yeah,
like
just like
Mhm. Mhm.
you could be better at your job.
And the one who comes up on the other city watch member brings his great sword and comes down, cutting into the full plate in between the 2 sections of the neck and cuts down into him, dealing 14 points of damage.
Ow.
To the guard or to Averin?
To the guard.
Okay.
Yes. And he takes his second attack against him and hits again.
Oh, I forgot to say I did do a bonus action to get 3 temp.
Okay, got it.
I won't explain it right now.
I got it.
It's armorer stuff. Okay.
I got it.
that. The second attack misses you, Averin, again.
Jesus.
God, I hate the watch.
Uh,
Not only because they're not
Harold,
great at
an
hitting
8.
things.
No, not a chance.
Voss, a 9.
No.
All right. It's a whole lot of missing going on.
Yeah,
That
there's
it
a
is.
reason I'm not called the hit.
Okay, does V just real quick, does V see the watch as more monsters
It's a
or
cat.
as the watch?
I would say VC is the watch because your mind went strange with everyone else around you. So you see the watch come up and start attacking these other creatures with you.
And I'm gonna be like, no, wait, don't kill them though. They're my friends.
Okay.
Just because they're ugly.
They're friends. Don't kill them. They just look like monsters. I promise they're good.
Vinley, you are currently passed out on the cold cobblestone streets. And
Voss, it's your turn. Your mind comes back to you. You no longer see what you saw. The whispers have stopped. The ground has become solid again. And you look over, and that creature is now reverted back to a humanoid form with eyes and mouths all over it. But you see the watch surrounding you still, their eyes completely glossened over in black.
I make a quick bat to Harold and said, "It was out for a second. What did I miss? Didn't we kill
The
it?"
watch are kicking our asses. That's
I
what's
can
going on.
see that. What
Everything's
else happened?
kicking
Is
our
it dead?
asses.
Is the thing dead?
The thing's dead. I killed the thing.
Why are they?
Punch the
hell is
guards.
going
Knock the
on?
guards out.
Yeah, damn it! I non-lethal damage to the guard.
Okay.
The one who attacked me.
Yeah,
Or who I
absolutely.
thought was someone else. Try to get this insanity under control.
All right, roll your attack.
Oh, that'll hit. 24.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely hit.
All right. Let's see. Hopefully these are the Beast Squadron. Maybe we'll take these guys out in a shot. Maybe. Let's see, 10, 12, 18, 24. Yeah. 28 points of damage.
Shit. Okay, roll a d6.
This is non-lethal. I'm not trying to kill this guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it does not have the lingering
Then
injury.
I won't. Yeah, I won't. I'm not trying to kill him.
Of course. You slap him upside the side of the face with your rapier, cracking across his jaw. He stumbles back, but looks defiantly back at you, eyes glossed over. This is the C Ward. This is definitely not the B Squad.
Oh, damn it. I attack with Mage Bane for all the good it'll do. 11.
The 11 will miss.
This is a problem.
Yep. You bring it up, trying to get a low cut in just to nick him a bit to hopefully to distract him, and it scrapes across the metal armor. In plate armor.
Bonus action. Can I attempt to get through to him speaking?
You can.
We just
Try.
saw V try
Certainly
that.
try.
It didn't work.
Yeah,
I'll try.
Okay.
I look him dead in the eyes and muster up all of just the pure anger and frustration I can and say, if you do not stop this, we all die here today. Come to your own.
And as you say this, he says, I do not understand your foul speak, demon. I will banish you back to where you came from.
At least now I know what they're saying. I do not respond.
Okay.
But that's my turn.
Harold, you see Vaas trying to reason with him. You see that he is trying to non-lethally keep them off of him. What do you do?
Screw it. Major image. I make the image of thousands of demons running out to try to scare them into running.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Please let
Okay.
this work.
I don't do it in the air. I don't do it anywhere where it's like super obvious. It's like a portal next to me opens up and a bunch more of these things come crawling out. If maybe they will attack it instead of them.
Okay.
Or maybe they'll run because there's a lot of them. But they're all, because Harold's not like capable of speaking like that, all of them are coming out going, and like it's just all noises that he imagines demons make, but he has no concept. So it's just making a lot of crazy over-the-top noise trying to draw attention.
Okay. Do they get, is it investigation checks against it?
It is, yeah, I think so. Let me check.
Okay.
It is, yes, intelligence investigation checks against my spell save DC.
Okay, noted. On their turn, they will make those.
Yep.
Okay.
This is
So-
all I got.
Okay.
We're
that's
kind
your
of
action?
desperate.
Are you moving? Are you doing any bonus actions?
Bonus action to Vaas, who's nearest me, and I'm like, look, we gotten out of worse scrapes than this before. This is small time compared to the heist we had with the friggin' carriages. Come on, we focus up together. We got this, and I'll give him bardic inspiration.
I genuinely feel inspired by that, as I feel like this situation has gone off the rails far worse than the carriage has, if I'm being honest.
All right. All right.
But I focus myself.
Staying but next to boss, back to back.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at V like, oh, like I know what's coming.
And it is Seisha.
Seisha, you find yourself in the void, the voice speaking to you. And then you see a plane that you've seen before during the dreaming, as it is a rocky terrain where there are these trees that are like pustule bronchi, lung things where people are stored inside of them. There are these winged creatures without faces that fade up into horns, ripping them from these cocoons. You see this giant aberrant ship that lists over with giant tentacles that sap up all of the people ripped from these cocoons. And you are alone. V, it is your turn.
We've all been to GGI.
V, it's
Fridays.
starting to get to V. It's starting to get to V to know that she just knocked out one of her friends, and it's starting to really take an emotional impact on her. But she does know that this is necessary in order for her and all of her friends to get out of this, because she knows that she has to knock out everyone now so she can grab her friends and take them to safety, because the watch won't listen. They got to go down too.
All right.
So,
All gotta die.
Everyone's got to die.
everyone's got to go down. So she just like, so who's next? Who am I closest to?
You're looking at Harold.
Harold. Okay. So she, you know, slowly walks up, her eye twitching a bit, and she goes, "It's okay, friend. Whoever you are.
It's me. It's your best friend.
This is for your own good.
I don't think it is.
This is for your own good."
He just starts higher pitch screaming as she gets closer.
This is reckless as hell.
He's my super brave boy.
Ah! Is what you
All
hear.
right, we
He's my bravest boy.
So for both attacks,
Top of the list.
Top of
we
the list for
rolled
something.
a 25 for one,
Oh my god, you got me.
and a 22,
Shield
And
of
it's-
cutting words.
and a 22 for the other.
man.
Wait, how much does shield give me?
+5.
+5. You're on.
I got a cutting words. The second one.
Yeah.
I have to try.
Oh, I'm living for this.
I look her dead in the eyes. At the first attack probably
11
lost it.
damage for the first attack.
Okay, yep, 11. And I turn and look at her for the second attack, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. That the clothes you're wearing, does nothing for that haircut. There,
12
we've all been
damage.
thinking it.
12 damage.
12 damage for the next one,
let me see
and
if he's
she,
He's got
Hold
a,
on. Hold on.
I
He's
was
trying to
to
cutting
be
word.
rude when I arrived, but yeah. he's
20.
not-
Maybe.
oh my god.
What was the second one? A 22?
22 to hit.
12. Oh yeah, it was 22 to hit.
You'd have to roll max to get this off.
I got it! I got it!
Really?
I did! It's gonna be a 14 instead!
Nice.
I talk shit
Nice.
and I save myself!
You don't understand exactly what it says, but you're pretty sure that it just insulted your clothes and your hair, and it takes you a step back as you swing a little too high as Harold ducks.
And at that moment, she goes, "Harold?"
Oh no!
And then she looks behind and she's like, "Oh, that must have been Vinley.
Oh no!
It went down too quickly."
Oh no!
And all right, and so you miss on the second attack. That is your turn.
Averin definitely dodging these two attacks from this guard that seems bloodlusted towards you. What do you do?
Oh God. Okay. What is it a full action for me to stand up?
No, it's
No,
just
no.
half your movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna take half my movement.
All right.
And like real old man, like my lower back hurts. I'm like, oh God. Just slowly snap. Hey guys, can we talk about this whole thing? Can we like all chill out? All you with the black eyes and the creepy eyes and the No, let's not. Okay, thunder. And I cast thunderclap.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy.
Yep. All but
Just a sonic thunder. You hear the sound of actually you hear the sound of AC/DC say thunder.
Yeah. As you
And then you make
clap-
a constitution saving throw or take 1d6 points of damage.
Does that mean all of us need to?
No, just one.
I'm
one.
trying to make it like I'm trying to, I'm not trying to
He's
7.
angling.
yeah, I'm not trying to get everybody. Just
Yeah, that's a 7.
He fails.
fail.
Yeah.
You've been thunderstruck.
Damn.
I don't
go
have
ahead
the same
and roll your
range.
damage.
You want me to run it? Death 6. Okay. Seriously, I'll take a photo
So
of
the
it.
second one.
So you slap your hands together, and this boom of thunder comes out of you in a 5-foot radius around you.
Slamming it, like ear clap against one, causing the thunder damage. Is the other one sees the attack coming and definitely covers his ears before it affects him.
So how much damage on that first one?
It's it's across the board.
Yeah.
It's 6. Yeah.
6. Got it. Yep. One passed, one failed. The others aren't in the.
Yeah, anyone who fails gets a 6 and that's it.
Got
Yep.
it.
Or 0.
All right.
Oh wait, major.
Sorry, apparently I'm killing the watch today.
Major losing concentration.
Well,
right? It
we're
is.
all in places we didn't think we'd be.
I need to roll a check for when
Yes.
I got hit by.
Correct. Make a Constitution saving throw for concentration on major image.
Okay, come on, man.
16. I think I'm good.
You are. You maintain concentration as this area is just swarming with tentacly demons going.
Wait, they're doing our victory screech?
Basically.
And they all of the demons just start running down away from them, and you watch as all 4 of these guards
Nice.
immediately turn and take chase.
Oh, okay. Not what I intended, but there they go. I'm gonna let them go until they're out of sight, and then let the major image disappear as we all book it.
Okay.
Problem.
Is that what everybody is doing?
That's the problem.
I
I don't know if that's what everybody's
I
doing.
don't know.
There's a problem with that plan. There's
Yeah,
2
there is
problems.
two
with that
problems with that plan.
Oh, that sounds like an attack of opportunity.
Oh my god! See, Vaas and Averin can find common ground.
Look at V's face. I'm saving you.
I'm gonna punch one of them right in the head.
As they run away?
You're gonna
What's
attack
my
opportunity?
gauntlet? I'm just knocking him out.
Okay.
Hurt he or
Not
him.
lethal. Go ahead and make your
Non-lethal.
attack of opportunity.
What's a 14 get me?
14 slams into his armor, but does not make
Damn.
any purchase, as they are all wearing full plate.
Yep, and all of them free.
I hate the watch.
You all look as Vinley is knocked out on the cold stone pathway. Vaas, you watch as the guards run away.
Yeah, but that leaves something behind. I look at Vio Meliana. Is there any kind of recognition, or does it feel like she's going to continue to attack us?
It looks like there is recognition. You've heard her talk. You've heard her say, "My friends are monsters. This is the only way. I'm going to knock you out, and I'm going to save you and get you out of here because you're all hideous monsters."
Oh God. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And look at her Zoom profile right now. Like it's, she's not 100%.
Okay. Okay.
I'm ready.
What are you doing?
All she sees is
I
this.
move her.
This
Okay,
is what you are.
I go to Harold and I say to him very quietly, "Trust that I'm not going to kill her."
I trust you.
Okay. I move close to her
Okay.
within melee range, so that small square there, and I'm going to attack her.
Okay.
Okay.
This is this has been brewing for a long time. It's just not happening the way
Natural
I imagined.
20.
All right.
Ooh.
Natural 20 hits. You will be taking your damage dice, your first damage dice, as an automatic maximum, and then you will
Okay.
be doubling all of your sneak attack.
Yep.
Oh, that's
I mean,
fine.
is
And then
anybody
I
else
will be
surprised that the
amazed if
first
you
time
get-
he hit her, it was a crit?
I'll be amazed if you do half of her health.
Yeah.
10, 14, 21, 32.
God.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah, we heard it. We heard it.
32. Yeah. Okay. 32. 44.
I think
You know,
he is gonna
D&D
do
Beyond
half.
has a lovely dice roller coming out very soon.
we're-
52
It's all a
points of
metaphor, guy.
damage.
52.
Stone's endurance. I take half damage.
Hold on. You already take half damage because you're raging. Stone's endurance, you can roll a d12 to
Or
Lesson.
do whatever it says.
Yeah, 1d12 plus 4. So I'll take
Yep.
half damage, which would be, you said it was 52?
26.
26.
26, and then minus that D12 plus 4.
Okay, so minus that
no.
d12 plus
Oh,
4.
man.
So d12.
Don't worry, monsters.
Who are the monsters?
Hey.
So 9. So that would be 26 minus 9. So,
17.
17. So
I
you
take 17 damage.
Okay.
We're in a bad way. We're in a
There-
bad way.
And now I'm at 60 health.
I move away from her. Having hit her, she cannot take an attack of opportunity on me.
Yep. You buckle of
Move-
swashes.
No. Not towards Vinley. In the opposite direction. To my left, to your right. Yeah.
Got it.
And I want to, as soon as I get my max damage, start clanging my bells together as loud as she can to try to attract her over towards me.
Okay.
Harold, you watch as Vaas comes and with a spinning his rapier around, clocks her across the face with the handguard of it, and then continues the run past.
Anybody else that a hit like he just hit her with would have instantly knocked them unconscious. V takes it and then just looks back up.
Harold you see a momentary flash of fury, like just pure rage that he hit her, but he quells it immediately, realizing like, no, sometimes we have to do shit like this. And I'm going to bonus cast Healing Word on Vinley.
Okay.
To get her up.
Okay.
I will cast it at, we'll use a 3rd level to give her as much as we can.
Okay.
So that'll be I apologize.
Top of the list healing.
I love
All right,
it.
top of the list.
The royal V for the heal.
So that'll be 11 points of healing.
Okay.
I rolled pretty crap. And then I will for my
I'm almost half health now.
I'm gonna make are they out of range of us now? They can't see us now, right? The guards?
They have gone and then turned the corner because you sent
Okay,
your
well, I'll
demons
drop the
around.
major image.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on V.
Okay.
And I'm going to show her what we all really look like with illusions.
Okay.
I'm going
nice.
to override the illusions that are in her mind with my own to show her what's real.
That is
Clever.
really clever.
Thank you.
That is
Intelligence
super
saving
clever.
throw, V.
I'm sorry, what's the saving throw?
Intelligence.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay.
This is good. You want it to fail.
Yeah, this would be good to
I
like.
don't know, y'all. It's been really fun attacking you guys.
It's been really awesome, actually. It's been great.
All right, intelligence saving. Let's.
Fail.
9.
Fails.
Fails,
You
okay.
see us as who we actually are. It just. Now I don't know. It would be the sounds too.
Yep.
So yeah, we all. I have to make illusions of what we're all saying, so everybody sounds like Harold's impression of them.
Oh,
God.
no.
So
Wow.
after here's the different voices. I'll do them as each person says something for the first time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, can I react first, or is he just gonna do the voices first?
No, you can react.
No, you
Okay.
react. I cast it.
So she just finally like lowers her sword and is like, "Oh my god, thank God, you guys aren't monsters anymore. You're yourselves. I thought that when that thing died, you guys would turn back to normal, but it
Let's talk about
died."
this in the house. Let's talk about this in the house.
Oh, okay.
Because we gotta go with the cops. We just beat up some cops.
We did? I thought I only beat up you guys.
We beat up some cops and you beat us up.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a
I
lot of people
remember that.
getting beat up.
And she
Stacia's
turns.
still.
Yeah, that's
She turns to Vinley because she knows she knocked Vinley out and is just like, "Vinley, are you?" And sees that she's up and goes, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I didn't. I only.
Mm-mm.
Your voice is
Not yet.
weird."
Not yet.
Harold
It-
Vinley?
Look, I can't. I'm trying. Okay, I'm doing my best here. You should be hearing. So I'm doing everything I can. Top of the list. Top of the list.
What?
I wave over to Vaas. I'm like, no, she's good. She's good. Come on, we gotta get out of here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100%. You hear? Are you sure?
Wait, Harold, did you take over everyone's bodies?
No, I didn't take over everyone's bodies. You have an illusion in your head or something that's making you see them differently, and I'm forcing your brain to see you things the way they really are. It's just that I can't do the sound because
Wait,
so
Are
they
we out
sound
of
like
initiative?
what I imagine
Yes,
they
yes,
sound
we are
like?
out of
Move
initiative.
me away
Okay.
from her.
I rush towards Seisha as well.
So what's real? I don't understand. So this is an illusion too?
No, it's technically an illusion, but it's an illusion of everything that's real. I promise.
Are we sure this isn't just like the monster doing this?
I swear I fucked that monster up. It was awesome. Top of the list.
Okay, well, I assume Vaas just attacked me. Cause
Yeah, he laid you out pretty hard, and then you to look back at him like that was cute, and it was super badass. But we gotta go.
okay.
I promise you. Trust me. I wouldn't lie to you about anything. Not like this. I promise. Just come with me, and I will get us somewhere where we can go in the house, and we can wait a second, and it'll all wear off. I'm sure.
Okay.
All right, Vaas, you move over to Seisha.
I help Vinley up to
Okay.
take her with me.
Okay.
Seisha? Seisha, what do I see?
You see her just staring, and her eyes are black.
I slap her kind of hard. Is there any reaction?
And then comes back.
Yeah, you saw as she comes back, the black just slowly fades back to her regular golden hazel eyes as tears run down her face.
How's Seisha? Are we good to go?
Do you see me? Are you here with us?
VC Seisha is normal though, right? Because of Harold's illusion.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So Seisha, you start to hear Vaas. You hear just in the faint distance, you hear Vaas's calming words saying your name.
She starts screaming his name and looking around.
It's all right. It's, wherever you were, you're here now. Okay? I know a lot has happened. I need you to focus because we need to leave this area immediately and go to Renair's. Whatever happened, you can tell us whenever we get there. I promise.
V,
You're safe. You're
you're
safe now.
probably gonna have to pick her up.
Okay.
And
V
V-
walks over to Seisha and just like pokes her in the arm to see if she feels any different than she looks.
feels normal. You poke armor, poke metal.
Okay. So this tells me, because V doesn't really understand how illusions work.
And I'm comfortable with that for right now. I'll explain afterwards how they work.
So she's just like, okay, well, Seisha seems fine.
She isn't though, because she's yeah, that's right. My illusion is them of normal.
Harold,
her eyes
Harold,
are normal.
Yep.
Harold, just walk her over to the house. I'll deal with this.
Okay, and I'm going to wave for Vinley and Averin and V to follow me towards the house. And I look over at Averin and I'm like, "You good? You're awfully quiet."
You
Oh, you're
muted.
Muted.
Silence spell. How bad is she off right now?
Who?
Well,
Seisha.
V.
Okay.
V looks like she took a hit. She's got a small swelling against her face, but she
But,
seems
like,
pretty good.
Mentally.
Starting to come around. You're not quite sure because Harold cast an illusion on her, so you're not sure what the illusion hasn't worn off yet. So you're not sure where she is when that illusion's going to wear off.
Do I know how long this illusion is going to last?
You can ask.
Huh?
If you know what, I'm sure you know what Phantasmal Force is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will last for up to a minute.
So they've got like 59 seconds.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I walk up to V. I'm a horrible person.
Why?
I'm the reason for all of this.
So you
I got
did
inside
this?
your head.
What?
Yeah.
But
I'm the
wasn't that
reason that you
monster?
think all your friends are the enemy, and I just put her great sword up against my chest.
You're a really lame trickster. That's a
I
really
know.
lame trick.
That's true. And I just lean into her great sword.
Wait, no. Uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable with this and just pulls it back. Like, I'm pretty sure it was that monster, dude. I'm not buying it.
Okay, fine. That's fine. I was doing my best. Yeah.
You're gonna roll this persuade me?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
This is the weirdest persuasion check I've ever made.
He's
killed me.
killing me.
Yeah. No, 9. No, not very good.
Yeah.
At it. Yeah. Sorry. I thought it was like knock her out of it.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. She's just sort of like, I'm pretty sure it was whatever that monster was.
Well, why don't we
Let's
figure it
that
out
monster
in the house instead of outside?
All right, I tried Harold. I did.
Wait,
I did the
didn't
hero
I hear
thing.
all of that in
Going
Harold's
inside.
voice anyway?
Nope, it was Avron's voice.
Oh, that's
It's about 60 seconds has passed, and
That's
everyone
true.
seems to be normal. And no one seems to be a form anymore.
Wait, okay, so Harold's illusion is worn off.
Yep.
Oh,
and
that's
so
a
is
shame.
the other, and so has the other illusion.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm talking like Harold now. I don't know why. Oh my god! I guess the phantasmal.
Everyone's voice is normal. Oh my god, that was Avron's voice. Everyone else, say something.
Go inside.
No, let's go
Okay.
inside.
Okay. And then she looks at Seisha and goes, oh my god.
Yeah, I know. We need to go.
No, I'll carry her. I get it now.
Vaas has a plan. Let Vaas do his thing.
Why do all
Okay.
the warlocks have such high-pitched voices?
Hey, what do you want out of me, buddy? You should have heard the phantasmal voice I gave for you. It was fantastic. And if you heard anything, by the way, all it was, ooh. It was like one of those kind of voices.
My name's Avron.
Yeah, if you heard him say anything, that was
He probably he misspoke it. He was like, Ovren.
Of
Avron. Yeah.
Ovranus.
But Harold will lead the way back to the house, hoping the others will follow him.
Yeah.
I look
At
at
this
Seisha.
point,
Okay.
I don't feel like they're following you, but
V goes
Vinley
to
is not
Avron
going inside.
and says, so is it Avron or Avron? Have we been saying your name wrong this whole time?
I'm
We're just
starting
too
to. I've
polite
gotten to the point where I don't know. So many people mispronounce it. I'm now. I mean, it's
So-
been a couple of epochs, and now I'm wondering if I'm saying it wrong.
You know, it's making me wonder if Vaas's name is actually Vaas and that he also just didn't want to correct
I
us.
love Vaas. Fragile,
Yep.
curvy.
That's it. Kurt. Oh.
All right, so Vaas.
With everyone inside.
Put flowers in it.
Vinley did not go inside.
Yes.
Okay, so with
It-
everybody but Vinley inside,
Even
Vaas,
Vaas.
you are standing beside Seisha.
I don't. If Vinley doesn't go
Can-
inside, I don't go inside.
Okay.
Okay.
You all stand, I guess, closer to the doorway.
Can you hear me?
You can hear his voice, Seisha.
Yes, I'm here. I'm beside you. I need you to take your right foot, and I get under her arm and I motion for Venley to do the same. Just take
I-
one step forward for me and feel the ground underneath your feet. Feel how real it is. Listen to your armor clank against the stone. Can you do that for me? That's all I want you to do.
Don't leave me.
I won't. I'm right here. I promise.
Seisha, in Celestial, I'm here. Okay?
I'm so scared.
I know. I know. Can you take that step for me, please?
And she takes a step forward.
Good. That's very good. I need you to try to do it with the left too. And we're just going to take this one step at a time, okay? We're not going to leave. We're going to be right beside you. We're all here watching you.
Knowing which way the guard has come and knowing that this is going to take a little bit, I'm going to lean out the door and make a major image in front of the same path they took. I'm going to make a major image that if you are to look, things look very normal for now because I'm trying to keep them from getting arrested.
Okay.
So think like a big screen, like a curtain in front of them sort of thing.
Okay.
But it's like an image of the streets normal with
I-
only the dead body of the monster.
I give
Okay.
a nod to you, Harold.
If I might, I would suggest not the body of the monster at all. Maybe they didn't see anything. Maybe they were just drunk. And so probably don't detail the monster as they will investigate. So
Good call. I like it.
there's nothing. Thank you. Sorry, I don't mean to be like,
I don't know.
critical of your illusions, but I know you're only like, what, 8 years old? I don't remember.
Top of the list.
Wait, I'm sorry, really quick. Where is V with Harold right now?
V, Harold, and Avron are waiting at the doorway as Vaas and Vinley have their arms wrapped around Seisha's as they are slowly walking back towards you. And then Seisha,
Okay.
with every step, your vision comes to and you start walking into the world that you know.
Okay.
With Vaas at one side and Vinley at the other.
V at this point realizes that Seisha is where V has been multiple times in the past. It's the only thing that logically makes sense to her. And it just kind of like hits her, and she's just like, oh my God, Harold. Seisha's in the void.
Shit.
The eyeball place, the eyeball space place.
Then we need to be there for her when she gets back out.
Yeah. I got really lucky.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if I could handle going back there again. I've been there too many times.
Harold takes her hand tightly and he's like, you're not going back. We're
I'm
going to do
not-
this.
My mind isn't that strong.
We can do it. We have to be here for Seisha right now.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen till tomorrow. I mean,
Shut up, Avron.
sorry.
Well, Seisha's mind is so much stronger than mine, and I just...
You underestimate yourself. We can do this.
As we continue onward, I start describing the streets, the sky, how warm it is outside. I want to let her know that I'm experiencing everything she's saying, that everything is not an illusion. I want to tell her how the sun is coming down from the sky. I want to tell her how blue the sky is, or an orange because it's kind of midday. I want to tell her the descriptions of Renaer's house as we come close to it, hoping that as she recognizes, she realizes this is an illusion, but this is a shared experience.
And with every passing moment of him describing this, your vision begins to clear, and you begin to see perfectly clear everything he describes and says. Everything from the sky to his footfalls to the gated fence around Renaer's house. And your vision returns to you, and you are no longer in the place you were. You look to your left and you see Vaas. You look to your right, you see Vinley helping you move up the stairs that lead to the porch of Renaer's mansion.
And before you walk in, you take one last look back where your mind was lost, and you see the body of a man laid out, twisted, with eyes and mouths similar to the one that you saw at the parish of Lionsbane.
And I drop the illusion as we get in the door, and then I will shut the door behind everybody. Oh. Seisha, are you okay?
Can you see us?
Yeah.
Okay.
V goes to hug Seisha.
She just kind of stands dumbly. She doesn't hug back. She just stands with her arms at her sides, kind of that 1,000-yard stare.
V understands.
Vinley walks up to Seisha in front of her and grabs her chin like this and pulls her head down to look directly into Vinley's eyes, and she brushes strand of hair back behind her ear, and in Celestial she says, Seisha, you are my sister. I am never going to leave you. Let that be the one unquestioned thing. I will always be here for you.
I go to Avron and reluctantly extend my hand out.
I equally, well, I would say more,
Okay.
reluctantly shake his hand as well.
Thank you for your assistance today.
No problem.
You didn't have to do any of this, and yet you did.
Yeah, it's weird for me too. It's gonna get worse though.
How do
What
you
is?
know
You need to
this?
protect your friends
How do you know this?
because something is coming.
What?
I don't even know that, but I sense it.
Great.
What can we do?
They're coming back.
Who?
Mm,
Who's coming back?
we can team up.
The far realm. It's coming back.
We can use as much help as we can. The Far Realm? That place where we all with the word vomit and the pods and like the
History's
eyeballs.
gonna try to repeat.
Fuck.
Avron, Is there any advice you can give us before your body dissipates, or however it is you leave this realm?
I drop a number of coins equal to the entire group into his hand, and it's actually they're double-sided coins, and they are Avron's face, and one side is smiling and one side isn't. If you ever need anything, and you will very soon, press very hard onto one of these coins, because something more terrible than the far realm is coming. Something that has purpose and hate and doesn't care anything about any of you.
It will.
Avron.
And Avron just starts melting.
Wait. We didn't ask if he knows anything about the stone.
And as you go to ask, you watch as the skin begins to melt into almost like clay as it droops down, and you realize that underneath is all mechanical gears, and it just crumbles and just contorts in and on itself as it falls down into a pile of just gears, metal, and dissolved some form of alchemical clay substance.
You hear one thing in this very disturbing voice as it's melting. I'm forming a team. And that's it.
And you do know the only thing that is no longer on the body is the bag of ashes that you gave him from Kenreck. It is no longer on his person.
Harold stairs.
We're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Thank you, Todd, for joining us.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was really
Wow.
fun.
An awesome surprise.
I had horrible stage fright beforehand. I had a lot of trouble. For those that suffer from stage fright.
I'm there a lot of times. You're amazing, man. It was
very unusual because I'm like, I can't interact with you beforehand, and so to feel comfortable.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm like sitting here, and there's like the screen, like you're going to be let in at any moment. I'm like,
oh my God.
I hope you.
And then watching the stream, I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there, man. Right up there with like jumping out of an airplane. I'm like, I don't know,
What's
man.
happening? Yeah, we definitely wanted to keep the surprise between the three of us to all of you and all of you out there. We hope it was as much of a surprise to you all as it was to our players.
Harold called it as soon as we dropped the coffin off.
He's like, damn, he hit that. Fast.
Yeah,
if it's Avron, I'm punching him in the face.
Yeah, and then he punched through the coffin. I was like, I'll think twice about that.
No, I would cast shield. Oh, I punched the coffin. That's fair. Don't worry,
right
Harold.
before,
You're not gonna be that effective.
Yeah. When we were all sitting in the Zoom chat before we went live, I let the mic stay on and accidentally said, "Do you think we can handle a vampire?"
I know.
Oh shit! And then we clicked.
I mean, you're not wrong.
For those of you out there,
Amazing.
enter hashtag Beyond if you have not in the RockPunch ATL Twitch to enter to win a Dungeon Masters Guild from D&D Beyond. You have about 20-30 seconds to do so before we pull our winner.
Remember to please only enter once. And oh, man, that was awesome.
Yeah,
everyone, it was such a joy to play with all of you.
It was a
I
joy
really
to play with
appreciate
you.
you
That
letting me
was
into
so
your
much
family.
fun.
Yeah, that was really nice. This was a great experience.
Thank you to
I
all of our
loved it.
new D&D Beyond viewers and our Silver and Steel viewers. Thanks for joining us. As there's a lot more bleed into other multiverses now that's happening.
Oh God.
Yep.
So it's gonna be fun, and we are excited. I think Bailey, if you want to go ahead and pull that winner.
Oh, what a crazy night.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it fun to fight Far Realm stuff?
Yeah, and
It's always fun.
I love it. It's my favorite
So
thing.
much
It's my jam.
fun.
Love the eyeballs. Great touch.
And the mouths.
So
The
many
eyeballs
eyeballs.
weren't what got me. It was
Hey, I
going
got to
back.
say Faerun is closed today.
You did.
I will die a happy man.
Good.
All right, our winner for the Dungeon Masters Guild is Kid Vorpal.
That is like a dope
Yay.
rap name.
I know, right?
Yeah. Congratulations. We'll be in touch with you to get you your code for the Dungeon Masters Guild from D&D Beyond. Thank you so much to Todd Kenreck for joining us today. We absolutely loved running a story for Averin and having Averin a part of the BFGs. And
So cool.
Both through emotional roleplay and through emotional combat.
yeah, it's fantastic. So as always, be excellent to each other.
May you always roll with advantage. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
All right.